So you're running out of closet space. The good news? You don't need to stop shopping. You just need to start selling with The RealReal. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. Whether it's that mini bag that can't even fit your phone, or those boots you never fully broke in, The RealReal handles everything from photography and copywriting to shipping and pricing. So you can just sit back, get paid, and make room for things that actually feel like you. And with 10,000 plus new arrivals every single day from top designers like Prada, Celine, Louis Vuitton, and Loewe, all for up to 90% off retail, you're bound to find something perfectly on brand to fill that extra closet space with. Plus, right now, you can get an extra $100 to shop when you sell for the first time. Make room for what feels like you. Go to therealreal.com to start selling and get your extra $100 to keep shopping at therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com. Terms apply.
This week, in Starkville, Mississippi, when a man is murdered in his own home, nothing is as it seems, including his marriage and the odd relationship between his wife and her young stepbrother. This leads to a twisted plot complete with affairs, lies, and cold-blooded planning. Welcome to Small Town Murder. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder.
Yay!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wisman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another absolutely insane edition of Small Town Murder.
It better be.
You know they're all crazy by now. Why would we pick it if it wasn't? So it's going to be wild stuff today. We're going to go down and get dirty down in the deep Mississippi South there.
Dirty South.
It's going to be interesting.
Red clay.
Oh, you know it, my friend. Before we do that, though, definitely head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets for live shows.
Yes.
We have March 6th in Durham and March 7th in Atlanta. Get your tickets right now. Also, still a few tickets left for the March 21st Phoenix Your Stupid Opinion show as well.
Right.
The Small Town Murder show at Stand Up Live is sold out. So do that. Then there's a whole bunch for the rest of the year. Yeah. But that's what's coming up. So do that. Shutupandgivememurder.com. After that, you definitely, you should listen to our other shows too. Crime and Sports and Your Stupid Opinions. Check those out. Get yourself Patreon, everybody. Do yourself a favor. Patreon.com/crimeinsports. That's where you get all the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above, you get everything we put out. Everything. First of all, immediately upon subscription, hundreds of back bonus episodes you've never heard before. Yeah. And then you get new ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder, and you get them all. This week, what you're going to get for Crime and Sports, we're going to do part 2 of Dead Cyclists. Cycling being the most dangerous sport that's ever existed. Yeah. Fighting lions in the Colosseums wasn't as much of a death rate.
Seemed to be much more safe.
as cycling, so it's crazy. And then for Small Town Murder, we're going to look into the death of Kurt Cobain and try to figure out what happened. Did he kill himself? Did somebody murder him? There's a new
We're going to investigate.
We're going to investigate from reading things and then talking about. Two comedians are going to dick around, but we'll tell you what our opinions are and find out what yours are. So that'll be a lot of fun. Patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all that. And in addition, you get everything we put out, Crime and Sports, Your Stupid Opinions, all the Small Town Murders, all ad-free with your Patreon as well.
Ad-free.
Ad-free. And on top of all of that, you get a shout-out at the end of the show, too. Jimmy will mispronounce your name, screw it all up. Don't you worry about that. So
never getting better.
It's a good time. So that's said.
But more importantly, March 6th and 7th at the Carolina Theater and the Tabernacle. Please come to those shows. It's going to be unbelievable. If you've never seen a live podcast before,
our live podcast.
Bank it on our live podcast because we're much better job than anybody that you've ever seen.
We're comedians. This isn't a lecture.
We're amazing.
We're uncomfortable if you're not laughing every little while. So that's it.
I assure you, it's the most fun you're going to have seeing a live podcast.
It's going to be so much fun. That said, disclaimer time.
Yeah.
This is a comedy show, everybody.
It is.
This is a comedy show. People are also going to die. That's going to happen. But we're comedians, so jokes are going to come out. But there you go. How does that work? How do you murder and jokes go together? Well, very easily if you do it the right way. See, we do it nice and tasteful like. We don't make fun of the victims or the victims' families.
Why, James?
Because we're assholes.
But
we're not scumbags. See how that works? It's real easy to figure out. It's not that tough. You might
complex,
think that's what I mean. There's plenty of stuff to make fun of. Make fun of a small town. We're all from somewhere that deserves to be made fun of. We make fun of murderers because
of course.
What else can we do but make fun of these people? But if you think true crime and comedy should never ever go together, we might not be for you, but we might be. We might be. I would say give it a shot. But either way, no complaining later. We don't want to hear it. So that said, I think it's time, everybody, to sit back. What do you say? Let's all clear the lungs here. Arms to the sky, and let's all shout. Shut up and give me murder. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's go on a trip, everybody, shall we?
Let's go.
We're going to Mississippi this week.
Yeah.
Hope you got on your humidity pants.
Yeah.
It's going to be It's going to be
Bring your duck boots.
Moist. This is Starkville, Mississippi. It's in kind of northeastern Mississippi. Just off a little bit.
What's up there?
Nothing is up there.
I mean, what borders it?
Alabama.
Hey,
Alabama
goddamn.
over there. Yeah, it's about 2 hours and not a lot. Yeah, it's rough.
No.
About 2 hours and 10 minutes to Jackson, Mississippi, which I believe is the capital down there.
It's a song that Johnny Cash sung about.
2 hours and 20 minutes to Birmingham, Alabama, the other way. So it's kind of right in between the two of them. And it's about 2.5 hours to our last Mississippi episode, Edwards, Mississippi, which was episode 630, the Down South Death Demon. Was that a crazy episode. Mississippi, when you guys decide to kill, you do it all out. Let me tell you something. This is crazy. This is in...
Yeah, they do wild shit down there.
Octabeha County?
Sure.
Oktibbeha?
That's native.
Octabeha? Yeah, I'm not sure. Area code 662. It's got two nicknames, and one of them we know why, and the other one no one seems to know why they call it this. Okay. One is Board Town. B-O-A-R-D, not I'm so bored in this town. That was
an old Norm joke.
Yes, that's what it used to be called. So that's why that's another nickname. But then the other one makes no sense whatsoever because this is a small town where nothing is going on. Quote, Stark Vegas.
Wow.
Stop with anything Vegas. Nothing is Vegas. Unless your town
one Vegas.
Unless your town was literally built from the ground for Vice, it's not Vegas. So stop calling it that. I don't want to hear Nash Vegas anymore. None of that shit. It's not that whatsoever.
And Nashville, there was nothing Vegas about it. There's no games being played.
No.
You're not fucking hookers. There's no drugs. You're not allowed to smoke weed there.
That's what I mean. And there's no multi-billion-dollar things built for you. It's some hick built a bar.
And the hick didn't even build it.
No.
A big fucking corporation bought it, built it, and put their name on it, and merchandises and licenses them money. That's it.
But you liked one of his songs in 1997, so now it's Nash Vegas. That's not how it works. Get your own identity, everybody. All right.
Yeah.
History of this town. 1835, Board Town was established. That's what this was, as the county seat of the Octabeha County. And it was renamed Starkville in honor of the Revolutionary War hero General John Stark, which is weird because they called it Board Town in 1835, 50 years after the Revolutionary War. So that makes no sense. They already knew that guy existed. He was probably dead by then. A log courthouse and a one-room jailhouse were constructed in 1835.
We only got room for one criminal.
Just one. Yeah, that's it. One drunk. We bring him in every night. That just makes me think of like old cowboy movies where they're going to come and like tie ropes to the bars and pull the whole wall down and free them.
Or put the bed sheet on there, piss on it, and rotate it until it bends the bars.
Either that or throw something to get the key while the dog's sleeping on the floor and the sheriff's got his hat over his face and the keys are hanging there. One of those. The jailhouse had no doors or windows. You go, okay, well,
just a dark room.
How does that work?
That's a shed.
Yeah, well, sheds have doors. How else would you get things out of them?
Well, it's got a door, right?
No, it has no doors.
How do you get in?
Or windows. That's how you were acting like that was fine. And I'm like, no, I don't think you understand the extent of this. No doors or windows. The prisoners had to climb a ladder to the roof and then get let down through a trap door using a rope. That's how they got prison.
Oh, it's one room that they just put everybody, one room gen pop.
And they're like, climb up. Go ahead and climb it.
At gunpoint or something? Because I'd run.
I guess eventually, yeah. It's wild. I never heard about that. In 1875, a fire destroyed 52 buildings, which is most of the town.
That's all of it.
The whole business district was completely destroyed.
Gone,
which is interesting here. A guy named McLaughlin was his last name, served as the local head of the Freedmen's Bureau and assisted in the establishment of black Methodist churches and established a cooperative store for black people at his house. Yeah. This, of course, enraged everyone so much that the Klan attacked his store and tried to burn it down. This town, by the way, we don't have time to go through it.
We can't have anything nice.
It's like every 5 years there's a lynching and somebody whistled at a white lady. It's ridiculous. Like all that history of the South that you've ever heard of that,
all the bad stuff?
Reconstruction, bad shit. And it's like this town is littered with it from back then.
They love it.
A yellow fever epidemic in 1898 resulted in the quarantine of Starkville's railroads by the towns of West Point, Columbus, Artesia, and Kosciuszko. So they said, we don't want any of your shit. It's all infected with the yellow peril here. No good. The yellow epidemic, fever, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
So this resulted in a depletion of medical and other supplies. They had nothing, and nobody would give them anything. So then the state had to intervene, and I assume drop things from a rope because that's just how they do things here.
You lower your prisoners. That's how you're getting
everything.
Getting your IV bags.
We don't know anything about this town, so let's find out a little bit about it with some reviews of this town.
All right.
Let's see what we got here. Here's 5 stars. I love it here. I've been living in Starkville ever since last year. My kids love it here, but the police is bad here. We'll pull you over for anything. Lord.
Boy, oh boy. They're really flexing that 47th in education.
They really are hard.
Boy, oh boy.
So they will pull you over for anything, Lord. And there's no punctuation there, so they'll pull you over for anything, Lord.
Oh boy. Lord.
3 stars.
Yeah.
I love the hometown hospitality. I love how the community welcomes you with open arms.
Except the cops.
Well, they're welcoming you by introducing themselves, by pulling you over. I love how the community welcomes you with open arms. The things I would love to see changed would have to be the roads. So many students and so many potholes. This is on the outskirts of where Mississippi State University is. So a lot of the people that live here are Mississippi State students because it's cheaper to live out here. So that's kind of how it goes. I don't think they're making the potholes, though. I think that's
I don't think they're just in the road, right?
They're just wandering through the roads causing potholes. Here's 2 stars. There are lots of bad neighborhoods, and there's lots of robberies and some shootings here and there.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what the crime rate is later. Don't you worry,
Calm
Chief.
Down. Yeah.
2 stars. I grew up in Starkville. Mm-hmm. There are many genuinely nice people in Starkville.
I believe it.
When it starts out like that, that means there's a but coming, I feel like.
There's a bad reputation for it.
Yeah. And there are a few local restaurants that have delicious food. Other than that, Starkville really doesn't have any entertainment, outdoor or otherwise. Not much shopping opportunities either. The Noxubee refuge, someone else mentioned, now charges $5 per person to enter. Sounds like an outdoor.
Oh, so like
Yeah. Next time, or the last time, he says the let time, I assume he means last. The last time I was there, the trails were overgrown, so there's no real place to hike or camp. Some people call it Stark Vegas. Why? I have no idea. And he lives there and has no idea, so how are we supposed to know?
Ain't nothing Vegas about it.
No, he said there is no similarity to Las Vegas at all caps. It is a dull, boring little town. Okay.
And it must be dotted and surrounded by really shit towns. They go here for fun.
Yeah, MSU is there. Otherwise, nothing would be here. This is the middle of nowhere, pretty much. 2 hours between Jackson and, 2.5 hours from Jackson and Birmingham. 1 star. It's hard to imagine a worse place to live.
I love that.
I like when you start out hot. That's good. Really let us know how you feel. The only good thing about Starkville is MSU, and unfortunately some wretched departments such as landscape architecture manage to mar the town as well. I don't know, the landscape architecture department at the school or in the town. What are we talking about?
Perhaps they planted some trees they don't like.
I'm not sure. Well, people in this town, 24,578.
Yeah.
A lot of that is
size.
because of the college. Yeah. There is more men than women here, which is odd for a college town.
Fellas trying to get smart around here.
49.7% women. Yeah, they're trying to get smart, but all they have is each other to talk to. If you're looking for a college town, wouldn't you be looking for, if you're a guy, you're looking for a good ratio, and that's not it right there.
Yeah. Imagine going to northern Mississippi for higher education.
That's what I mean, yeah. MSU is a sports school mainly, right?
Is it?
I don't know if they have, I don't know enough to know about it. Maybe they have some department that's renowned, but they also have a basketball team. I think that's the main issue.
Big engineering program down there.
Did
put heaters and toilet seats?
I think did the basketball team make the tournament's the main concern here, probably not.
Their engineering department is a lot of duct tape.
Not sure. Median age 27 because of the college again. Family 37.8% married, again lower than the national average because of all of the college kids. But 23% are single with children. So these kids, they're fucking.
Wow.
No choice. Race in this town, 57.5% are white. 36.1% black, 3.3% Asian, and 1.5% Hispanic. We have 48.8% of the people here are religious, which is actually below the national average.
Yeah.
But the highest one, not surprisingly, is Baptist with 27%. As we know, Baptists are the Catholics of the South, as we found out there. 0.0% Jewish. Wow, you got a whole college and not one, not a single, not one Jewish kid walking around. That seems weird. Unemployment.
You'd really miss that matzo ball if you were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd miss a lot.
At least get yourselves a deli, something. This is terrible down there. Unemployment here is about average. Median household income here is, because of the college too, it's lower. $34,391, so about half the national average, essentially. That's not good. And cost of living is a little bit lower. It's only an 81 out of 100, so that's not bad. Median home cost here, $228,100.
All right.
Which still seems high. I don't know.
But
sounds like it. Well, we'll let you decide here with the Starkville, Mississippi Real Estate Report. Average two-bedroom rental here goes for $790, which is low. It's about
very low.
$500 under the national average.
Incredibly inexpensive.
Good for a college town, I would say.
Yeah.
The house is here is one. It's the strangest house I've ever seen. It's not like squared off in the front. It's got like a bow, like a reversed bay window. That's the front door is on this weird thing like that. And there's these two. It's the strangest looking house I've ever seen. It's real weird.
Right.
2-bedroom, 2-bath, technically T-bowl for every B-hole. 899 square feet. Small lot, little tiny house. $120,000 for that.
God. Jesus.
The next one's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Again, T-ball for each and every B-hole here. 1,480 square feet. It's a brick house. It looks pretty nice, actually. It's got like the nice brick steps up the front.
Great.
Nice house inside, nice hardwood floors, stuff like that. Could use some updating. It was built in 2008 and looks like it hasn't been touched since. And I believe there are possibly some broken windows on the side, so you might have to watch out for that. $226,900 for that. Ooh. And then finally, this thing, which looks like a barn from the outside. It looks like old barn wood on it.
It might be reclaimed in barn dominium.
It's possible, but it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,328 square foot house.
Good size house.
That's done lovely on the inside, too. It's really nice. It's on 25 acres of land.
Yeah.
So a whole shitload of land.
Built to look like patina? Like on an old truck?
No. Kind of, but it looks like...
Is it rustic on purpose?
You know what it looks like? You know, in Disneyland when you're going into by Splash Mountain and shit, there had Frontierland before they made it whatever the fuck it is now, and that's everything looked like that, like the roller coaster in Frontierland.
Sure.
That's what it all looks like. That
Thunder Mountain.
It looks like Thunder Mountain, like the
all right.
the base of Thunder Mountain.
So I guess that's. I mean, that was designed and rustic on purpose. So maybe that's what it is.
It's definitely on purpose. Yeah, because it was built in 2023, so it's not.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
reclaimed barnwood, I'll bet you.
$1,075,000. Listen to this. $950,000 price cut they just had.
They took $1 million off of it?
This bad boy, yep. That is great. It was $2,025,000 before that.
They couldn't get it.
Nope. Things to do in this town. Mm-hmm. All right. We have there's a festival here. What is this? The Old Main Music Festival.
It's going to be good, isn't it?
It's at the MSU Amphitheater in Starkville. It's
going to be great.
Free admission.
Wow.
The Moss, Day Glow,
It's going to be good.
The Rumble, featuring Chief Joseph Boudreaux Jr.
Oh, boy.
Harley Hogue.
Yeah, I think that's a
Good to say, a country singer? Yeah, it's Harley Hogue.
Yeah, obviously country, yeah.
It's definitely not a rapper.
I think I've heard of that one, though.
Smokies.
Nope.
Twurt Chamberlain. TWURT Chamberlain.
I'm interested.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Stickhouse. Arnie Bren. The Sharp Sisters.
Nope.
Briston Maroney.
I take it back. I don't know that Hogue person. There's no way I know that.
No. Briston Maroney, Odie Lee, Mississippi Shakedown, Sonic Voyager, Samuel Young, Crooked Deal, but like somebody's last name with an I and an H.
That's pretty funny. Got a crooked deal.
Got Crooked Deal. The Pink Sheets. And Robert Brister.
It feels like they
sounds like Bubby Brister.
Fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the opportunity to really have a good show.
But it is free.
They did not. Yeah.
It's free. I think it's one of those for student type of deals. And there's also the
charge $10, get good acts.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That would help.
This is bad.
There's also the Dell Fest at Dave's Dar Horse Tavern. Okay. We have these are hard to read. Flathead Ford, Slambo. Okay. What is this? Parallax, Toshiba, Too Proud to Beg, Hope, and the Local something. I can't even read that.
Isn't that a Salt and Pepper TLC? Who sang that?
Ain't too proud to beg.
That's TLC, right?
Baby. No, it's
Ain't Too Proud to Beg,
it's like the Four Tops or something.
No, I mean, in the 90s, there was Ain't Too Proud to Beg. I think it's TLC.
Oh, well, maybe, if they copied it from the Four Tops.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would what it would be. Crime rate in this town, property crime is a little bit high, about 25% over the national average, which is what you get in a college town.
Yeah.
That's drinking in the street and shit like that. Violent crime, murder, rape, robbery, and, of course, assault. The Mount Rushmore of crime, the real problems.
Some of those are drinking crimes, too.
Well, eventually they can lead to that.
Yeah.
That's about 1/4 below the national average. So pretty safe, but
not bad.
Maybe don't leave your car window open. Some drunken college kid might piss in it or finger his girlfriend in there.
Yeah, annoying skirmishes, whatever.
You never know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That said, let's talk about some murder. What do you say?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's fucking do it. All right, let's talk about a lady first.
Mm-hmm.
Christy with an I. Christy.
With a K?
Yeah, with a K and an I. Yeah. Christy Lee, Leigh. Christy Lee just reminds me of...
Very, very, very Southern.
Yeah. Christy Lee's very Righteous Gemstones. Amy Lee, Judy Lee.
Yeah.
Fulgham, and that is Fulgham. Now, that'll be her married name, as we'll talk about. I believe her name was Edmonds to begin with. Okay, she's born August 27th, 1976. She's from the Starkville area. Her childhood's a fucking mess. It is a mess. Her father, Danny, was gone most of her infancy, never paid child support.
Attaboy.
Popped up later on, when she got a little bit older, 8, 9, and was good enough to be around to rape her at age 11 as well, according to her.
Jesus,
so
Danny.
Very nice. That's when dad just abandons you, it's bad enough. You know what I mean? Or if he just molests you, it's bad enough. But when he abandons you, then when you finally get to see him, he molests you. That's probably, I think, the worst possible combination that you could lay down on a kid, right?
Justifying why I didn't want you around in the first place.
Yeah, it's fucking horrific. Well, no,
Jesus.
He just waited till he thought you were attractive to want you around. Like what the fuck, man? That's what it would seem like here. Her mother, Carol Morgan, had multiple marriages, multiple divorces, most involving abusive, alcoholic stepfathers who beat the shit out of everyone in the house.
That poor lady.
That is not good, man.
What has she seen? Golly.
Well, yeah, where'd she come from? I'm sure her dad wasn't a real peach if she's marrying all these guys. Her dad was a
real upstanding folks.
Nightmare, probably an alcoholic abuser, I would assume. Just out of
tends to land that way.
You know. So Christy's mother married married her first husband at 16 years old. Yeah. And then Christy's dad was one of the successive guys after that. Yeah. She got married a lot. Later on, a social worker would say that Christy lacked parental bonding, grew up around drugs and alcohol, and never developed the kind of emotional foundation that produces a, fully healthy and functional
well-rounded individual.
Emotionally, she has, as you can imagine, with all these stepfathers and all this alcoholism, several half-siblings, as you can... This is one of those where she probably doesn't even know all of her stepbrothers and sisters.
Christy's really got it rough.
She's got it tough. One of her half-brothers is Tyler Wayne Edmonds. He's born June 14th, 1989, so he's a young guy when this is all going on.
Edmonds, meaning like the same father maybe? Or maybe they all have their mom's last name?
Yeah, no, this is her father's kid.
Okay.
That's her half-brother, her father's son. Now, he lived with his mother mainly, which is probably for the best.
For the best.
And a stepfather in the area. We know his parents, there was kind of a acrimonious breakup and shit like that. It was tough on Tyler. And Tyler's like a little blonde kid, too. He's like one of those little, he looks like every mom would go, look at how cute that little kid is. He's a little blonde kid, one of those with cheeks and shit.
The world ain't easy on us, though, when we're poor, because we look dirty as fuck. When a blonde white kid, any little bit of dirt on you, you look like a scoundrel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You look disgusting.
When were you were blonde when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was blonde right up until I was like fucking 12. That's when it started to brown out.
And then you started dyeing your tips like a...
And I tried to make change just on the end in my 20s.
Look, I'm still blonde. That's fucking fun.
I waited until I was 21 to really get after it. After the trend had set.
That's when you want to do it. Really, once it's dead and buried, you want to go, okay, I'm going to bring this shit back.
Yeah.
So he lived with his mother, Sharon, mainly, Sharon Clay, and a stepfather, like I said. He had limited contact with his father, Danny's family, which seems like it's probably good.
That's good, yeah.
It seems
Somebody
like
was looking out for him.
For the best, until Christy connected with him. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.com.
Absolutely the best place to go online for therapy and...
Great
Sometimes it feels like everyone else has all their relationship stuff together.
Yeah.
Their love lives, they're married, they're in a very good relationship, things like that. And it's not always like that. Everybody has problems and that sort of thing. And you're coming up on February, it's Valentine's Day, and you're going to have flowers and hearts are on everything. And people are talking about relationships and dating, and it can be hard. And no matter where you are, whether you're married, you're dating, or single, or just focusing on you, you're right on time. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Yep. And therapy can help you find your way and see more clearly where you want to be, and then you can go there. That's the thing here. It's all about it. Everyone is figuring it out. We're all figuring it out. We know nothing. No. We don't look at us. Just because we have microphones doesn't mean we know anything, or we have anything together in our own bodies or lives. We don't know anything. And so it doesn't matter. Therapy is great for everyone. It really is. It can really help you figure out who you are, where you want to be, and how to get there, most importantly. And you can figure out what's weighing you down in these situations. They have great therapists. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct. They're fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you with a therapist, so you can just focus on your therapy. They have a short questionnaire, helps identify your needs and preferences. They have 12 plus years of experience, industry-leading match fulfillment rate, which means they usually get it right. But if they don't, if you're not happy, you can switch at any time, no extra fee. They just want you to get better. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They served over 6 million people globally, and it works. An average rating of over 4.9 out of 5 for live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. You need to get yourself better help.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody could use a little help. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/smalltownmurder. That's betterhelp.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey, everybody, just going to tell you about the safest sponsor that we have to offer here, Simply Safe.
SimplySafe.com. SIMPLI safe.com.
Absolutely. We all want peace of mind, don't we?
Yeah.
We all need that. And for everybody, this should be how you get peace of mind, knowing that your home and your loved ones are safe. And that is the peace of mind that we get when we use Simply Safe, which is always. Simply Safe is tremendous. We use it in all of our homes, studios, you name it. They've been a sponsor of ours for a long time, and they're great, and their product is amazing. You'll love it. We trust Simply Safe, the security system millions of Americans rely on to protect what matters most. And this month, we are excited to tell you about an exclusive offer that we can share with you. 50% off a new Simply Safe system when you order one today. This is the time, everybody. Don't wait anymore. Do this. Traditional security systems, they take action after someone's already broken in. You've heard the show. That is way too late. They're in the house. You're in trouble. So that's not good. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection can help prevent break-ins before they happen. They have these cool AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents. They can monitor, they detect suspicious activity. Let's say someone's creeping and lurking, acting all weird. The agents can talk to them and say, get out of here, I'm calling the cops. Turn on a spotlight, put on a siren, you can do all that stuff, and even contact the police before these people even have a chance to get in your home. Simply Safe is the way to go. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Named Best Home Security Systems by U.S. News and World Report's 5 years in a row. Ranked number 1 in customer service among home security providers by both Newsweek and USA Today. So why wait? Protect your home today and enjoy 50% off a new Simply Safe system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/small. That's simplysafe.com/small, SIMPLI safe.com/small. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now back to the show.
She was looking for her family, and she connected with him when he was about 10 or 11, about 99, 2000. Christy connected with him, and they bonded because they came from the same environment. Broken homes, tough upbringings. And she, I guess, felt bad for him. And it's a little brother, and a little brother by a good distance of 12, 13 years. So it's protective, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her friend said this. This is her friend. Quote, her friend Valley said, quote, she was trashy, just to be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I believe she was just pure white trash. That's what her friend said. So that's her pal. Imagine if I described you as that. Oh, he's just pure white trash.
You probably should.
Some people are trash, and he's just trash. No, but you are like, you're performatively trashy. You're not actually trashy.
No, I am 100% from trash.
Yeah, so am I. But you're 5 years old. That doesn't matter.
Now I'm not. Yeah. Now I'm white. I'm bred white trash with a taste for decent booze.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I just wanted fucking food. That's all. That's all I'm looking for. Food and health insurance. I was happy to have that. 1991, Christy gets married.
Uh-huh.
Okay. She's 15 at the time.
Yeah.
Let that settle in. Yeah. Married at 15. That's...
Can't believe it's legal.
It's fucking...
That shouldn't be.
No.
I can't believe it's legal.
This is wild. She's...
In the 90s?
1991.
That's unbelievable.
She's fucking Arsenio was doing like whoop whoop, and she's getting married at 15. Like it's way.
Michael Jordan is all the rage.
He barely won a championship. It just happened. He just won his first.
It's bananas right now though for Michael Jordan.
No, Dream Team's about to happen. I mean, this is the fucking.
They're about
90s.
to go to Barcelona and blow the lid off this basketball thing.
We have discovered turtles that are actually mutants that can do karate. Do you understand? That's what we've discovered by now. The world is advanced.
And a 15-year-old's getting married.
And she marries a guy who's 17.
Okay.
So that's not, at least that's not abusive anyway.
I can see, yeah.
At least it's a normal high school relationship. Just, hey, maybe wait, I don't know, 10 years or so.
It's a precarious spot to be in law, to be like, you can't marry but you're both minors.
They're both children.
Neither of you should be able to get married.
No, that's the point. This is Joseph Thomas Fulgham. Joey, he goes by, born in 74, so 2 years older. He's got a brother named Shannon, who he's close with. They work together, and they served in the Mississippi National Guard's 155th Armored Brigade together.
Sure.
Shannon says about Joey's a great guy. He never had any enemies. So that's good. By the time he becomes an adult, Joey, he's working at a local car dealership with his brother Shannon. So he's always with his brother Shannon.
Good thing she found him. Seems to be a good dude.
He seems like a very solid guy. Everybody said the one thing that people said about him, and this is what's odd, that she would be attracted to him. Yeah. Because usually without, this is like after 10 years of therapy, you'd be attracted to the opposite. Yeah, but at 15, you'd want to marry the guy who's, got a flask in his pocket and is going to backhand you if you say anything wrong in the front seat of the car. That sort of shit.
Yeah,
so,
you tend to gravitate to what you've seen.
Yeah. So people described him as steady. Everybody said he's not flashy, just very reliable, very steady guy, Joey.
Yeah.
Which he's going to be. You think she might get bored with that? Okay.
I mean, it's not going to be exciting. Yeah.
Nope. Shannon, by the way, has a wife named Kim, just because she'll come up later. So one person who knew both Joey and Christy said when Joey met Christy, he was really, really committed. He fell head over heels in love with her. She was a charming person. She was pretty, and she knew how to work her charms. Work her charms. I like that. That's interesting.
What does that mean?
I knew how to put it out there, make people attracted to her, work her charms. Yeah.
Her personality, she knows what's attractive about her.
Or at least knows how to attract others. You know what I mean? How to reel them in. Yeah, probably. And the sad part is a lot of times too, especially little girls who have been sexually abused when they're younger, they're tapped into that part very early, and so they seem like they're more mature and more alluring than the younger girls or the other girls that are around there. But in reality, they've been abused, and that's why they're tapped into that at 15.
I suppose there's two different ways those girls go too, because a lot of them also go back the entire opposite, where they are just so reclusive and so.
It's like if you're a pastor's daughter, it's the same thing. One way or the other. It's either environment. Any extremes in raising kids is bad.
Isn't that fascinating? You go extreme one side or the. You don't just run it right up the middle.
It's like you should just be normal,
because you're not healthy anymore.
Yeah. Like you should just be normal or something, and just like not abuse your kids, and also not stuff a bunch of fairy tales up their ass either, and and make that to where they think they're going to hell if they make one false step, because that's not healthy either. So. Now, Christy and Joey are going to have some kids, of course. They have 2 kids here. Well, 3 kids, actually, but we'll talk about this. Tyler and Darian are their sons. And then there's a daughter named Haley as well. Yeah. And we'll talk about this. Christy,
how big are the gaps?
We don't know exact gaps here, but that's less relevant than something else about the kids that we're going to talk about. The baby is Haley. Here. Not sure. Now, Christy is not faithful at all to Joey.
Really?
Not even a little bit. You surprised? Thought
you telling me you get together at 15. Isn't there's no sanctity to marriage?
Weird. Also that you get together at 15 and then go, that's it forever. I'm good. That's it. I'm good at 15.
Tell me that
Wow. Imagine, think of the girl, if you had a girlfriend when you were 15 or the girl you liked when you were 15. Imagine you're married to her still.
No.
Fuck no. I can think about a girl I went out with in 10th grade and go, I married that girl. That would be crazy. I haven't talked to that girl in 30 years. Fuck no. How crazy would that be?
Also, it's
Everybody think about that right now.
It's not far beyond the stretch of reality either that the importance of sex with just one person is torn away after you've been raped by your fucking father. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sex means nothing anymore.
It's a tool sometimes too, or it's that is just how it works. That's science of psychology, So anyway, year 2000 comes around. Okay. This is when things get out of fucking control. We've only
They've been
had
married 8 years. They got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Rocky as shit the whole time.
Rocky as shit, and it's going to get even rockier because wow, and she's only like 23 at this point too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
We've only had this happen like twice in the history of our show where the couple involved in our story went on a goddamn talk show to talk about it.
Where'd they go?
Montell Williams.
Montell. Nice.
They go on fucking Montell Williams, which was like Jerry Springer light, basically.
Yeah.
You know, Montell wouldn't let people fight.
Great.
Yeah, he'd come in and be like, ho, now, come on now. And he'd like have this whole thing. Whereas Jerry would just shrug and go, I don't know.
Sort it out right now.
I guess throw a chair at him. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
people are crazy.
hey, they're crazy. And then Jenny Jones would just have you kill the person. See how that works? Yeah.
Jenny would throw him a knife.
Yeah, here you go. So they go
You look
on.
under your chair, each of you has a knife.
Whatever happens, happens. I mean, I don't know. By the way, that thing that you're really scared of, he wants to do that to you, huh?
Yeah. Don't cut away.
Jesus Christ. So on this episode, Christy reveals, brought Joey on Montell Williams to reveal a secret to him.
Oh, no.
The secret that this fucking woman brings him on national television to reveal is that Haley is not his child.
Oh, you asshole.
His daughter that he's been raising for years is not his. On TV is the best place to do that, not in a fucking Olive Garden or something.
I'd like your whole family to see this.
Jesus. I get publicly so we don't make a scene, but, go to a Denny's. Don't do this. This is crazy. Go to a Waffle House. They're used to that shit. I believe there's a section for that at the Waffle House, right?
Does she know? Does she know whose it is?
I don't know. Don't they have a reveal your...
Gender reveal?
Reveal to your spouse.
Paternal reveal.
Yeah, paternity reveal.
Would you like paternal reveal or smoking?
Yeah. We only have those. By the way, you can smoke in paternal reveal too. We just don't know if you want that section. So anyway, she got pregnant. She does know the guy. She got pregnant by this is the wild part. Wasn't even her boyfriend who she got pregnant by. It was her boyfriend's best friend. So she's got a husband and she's got a boyfriend and she's also banging the boyfriend's best friend.
She got 2 boyfriends.
Yeah. She's cheating on the guy she's cheating with.
She's cheating on the guy she's cheating on with and the guy that she's cheating on.
It's confusing. It's a vortex of cheating. A vortex of dishonesty is what this is. So
sex means nothing to Christy.
No. So Montell said, your husband agreed to go ahead and what? Be the father of this baby?
Uh-huh.
And Christy said, he said that it didn't matter who she belonged to, that he was going to be her daddy. Yeah. So then Joey finds out that he had a baby, she had a baby with, by the way, the guy that she had a baby with, like the guy who she was cheating with, Joey knew that guy. I don't know if he knew the friend who fathered this baby, but either way, it's gross. Joey said, doesn't matter, she's mine. I mean, not legally, but Montell said, that didn't tell you maybe it was time to get a divorce? And Joey said, I did, but I love her. This poor Joey. Both? Joey is hung up, man. Oh, God. Yeah,
he loves Christy and Haley.
Well, he said a divorce, so I mean, I assume he was referencing Christy at that point. So 2002, during this time, she's dating a guy named Kyle Harvey. Okay. Yeah. Now, not only is she dating Kyle Harvey, she's also dating Kyle Harvey's friend, Chris Kelly, at the same time.
She's dating everybody.
So, yeah, when she finds someone to cheat with, she's got to find her vetting process includes, do they have a cute best friend?
Yeah.
Which is pretty weird. So, March 2002, Christy moves out of Joey's house, or her house with Joey, the marital home here. She and her 3 children begin living with Kyle Harvey in Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay. Then November 2002, I guess this is discovered way later, but Christy wrote a letter addressed to Kyle Harvey, and it was written in November of 2002, and here is part of the letter. Okay. Kyle, I guess you could tell I was annoyed. You need to get more friends that are more attractive and have bigger penises, because I'm
Selection around here is getting thin.
It's getting rough around here.
Yeah.
I'm sick of being broke, and we are over $600 in the hole. Now, if you're Kylie, you'd go, I don't know, maybe talk to your husband.
Yeah.
I'm not married to you.
Yeah.
She lives there with three kids.
$600 is where we're negative at the moment, and it's ruining us.
We're upside down, 600 in the red.
Oh, boy.
So not good. She said, I personally don't like to struggle. Oh, don't you? Well,
no?
Who does? I would do anything to ensure that I don't ever have to struggle. I don't have any money for Christmas, and that pisses me off. You make no sense to me. You say you're sick and can't work, but I deal with being sick. I deal with it all the time. She doesn't have a job, by the way.
She's sick too?
She doesn't have a job either, so she's not going to work. If you were that sick, too sick to go to work, you should have gotten up early and gone to see the doctor. Well, then you'd be even further in the hole.
Yeah.
So
we're already 600.
Yeah. So at this point, she is upset that she's moved in with this guy, and he's not supporting them well enough, apparently.
Yeah.
So late 2002 is when, remember Tyler Edmonds, her half-brother?
Yeah.
That's when he starts hanging out all the time with Christy.
He's 20-something now.
No, he's 13.
Oh, 13 in 2002?
Yeah, he was born in 89.
Okay.
He's in the 8th grade. So he would this is when because she went back and forth between Kyle and Joey for a while. So when she was over with Joey, that's where he lives in that area. Tyler would stay with them, I guess, every other weekend or so. Just all the time be over there. Now, Tyler, from what everybody says, is a sweet kid.
Yeah.
All of his teachers, the neighbors all say, oh, no, he's a sweet kid. No trouble out of that one. He's an angel, they say.
How fucked is this story that I thought you were about to say he has all of his teeth?
At 13.
You said all of his teeth, and I was like, oh, does he?
Oh, wow. That's so nice of that.
Good for him.
At 13. So he was from West Point, Mississippi, and even teachers described him as very polite and one of those kids that's more comfortable around adults than kids his own age. So an old soul type kind of kid here. Yeah. He's got he never got in trouble at school for anything, never got written up, never got a referral, never got in a fight, never got sent to the principal's office, nothing. He fucking loves Christy.
Yeah.
You know, as you do kind of worship an older sibling who is that much older than you. You just think they're so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And also she's like this connection through his family, his dad that he doesn't see that much. So there's something there. He wrote in a school essay, quote, I love my sister more than I love myself. So that's
sweet.
That's how he feels about Christy. Christy is his only connection to his father's side of the family.
Okay.
That's it. His mother did not want him seeing his father.
Yeah.
Which, by the fact that Christy says Danny molested her, you can understand why.
For sure. Yeah.
Christy would arrange visits behind Sharon's back, though. Not cool.
With dad?
With dad, yeah. I'll pick you up and I'll act like I'm taking you out for fucking Cold Stone and then we'll go see dad. So
she's got Danny in her life somehow. That's fucking crazy.
She absolutely, I can't imagine. That's what I mean. She needs like a lot of therapy.
She loves turmoil.
Like years of it. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, chaos is her friend.
Chaos is her jam. Yeah.
Yep.
And how is, Tyler, how does he fall in love with her?
It's a sister. It's his older sister.
Yeah, but you got to see her life's a fucking disaster, right?
Not to a 13-year-old.
I guess not.
A 13-year-old, if you have a car and like and a key that goes in a lock, you're an adult that's doing great. You don't know that she's 600 in the hole and all that or whatever. She has no idea.
He's not looking at the fucking checkbook and seeing if it balances or not.
Nope. He's just thinking, wow, she's super cool. She seems to have her life together and she's nice to me and has time for me, even though she has 3 kids. So she took him to the beach. She would let him stay up late when they were there because he's a child. I mean, he's 12, 13 years old. Right. He craved her approval, essentially. A friend of Tyler's later said, I can't think of the word people use, groomed. I feel like she was kind of grooming Tyler to be her little puppet. I can't think of that word. Hold on. Wait. Got it. Groomed. Hold on, let me come up with the grossest word
that
ever.
I'm about to nail right on the nose.
Yeah. The grossest word ever. I can't think of it. Oh, there it is. Found it right here in my pocket. Wow. So by early 2003, Christy isn't doing much. She has no job, no income.
Yeah.
She's dicking off. She moved
Tyler's
out.
impressed.
She's moved out and moved in with Kyle and then moved back with Joey several times by now.
Wow.
Yeah. She's trying at this point to move back in with Joey and reconcile.
Okay.
So she told Kyle during this time, even though she's still banging Kyle on the side. No, she's not ending her affair. She's just trying to make the marriage work on the side here. She's got a side gig with this marriage thing that she's got going on. She told Kyle she's about to inherit $300,000 from her grandmother.
Her family's got that kind of cash.
Apparently, Grandma saved up some cash, and she's not doing well. She's about to kick off, and Christy's rubbing her hands together, going, "Ooh,
hand it right
here
to
it comes."
Christy.
That's right. Divorce papers were filed between her and Joey at some point, but nothing was followed through on. Christy was living part-time with Kyle and Jackson, part-time in Longview, which is an area right outside of Starkville with Joey. She was looking at houses near Jackson, too, and telling Kyle that she'd pay for a house with her grandmother's inheritance. So she has some plates spinning, like
Boy, oh boy, yeah.
one on her foot and one on her nipple.
She's got a story about the plan, though. Yeah.
She does. Shannon, who is Joey's brother, he really summed it up, I think, perfectly. He said, quote, he loved her for some crazy reason. Just kept coming with it. Yep. She cheated on him, lied to him, humiliated him, made a jackass out of him in front of Montell Williams. Not good.
I mean, you come back and file then, right?
As soon as they say cut, we're filing.
Yeah.
We're done at that point.
I don't even know that I'm sitting through this segment.
That's the other thing. He sat there the whole time and was like, I just want to make it work. And it's like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, a nice guy, obviously, but too nice for his own good. I mean, you got to have some
if a woman
sort
broke to me that my child ain't my child,
it's over.
It's over, regardless of the venue from which she passes that information.
It doesn't matter. No.
I'm not sticking around.
Denny's or Geraldo, it's still happening the same.
Couldn't give a fuck.
Don't give a shit.
So Jesse eating my ass. I'm leaving.
That's it. So March 2003, Christy is spending even more time with Tyler. Tyler's hanging around more, and they're getting pretty close here. During this same time, too, it looks like Joey's mom got married. I found an announcement in the paper, and it says, Ruth Cash, okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Joey and Shannon, the brothers, gave their mother away. It has to be them. Be them. And she looks like she got married to a guy that is maybe half her age, possibly, but from the picture.
Really?
It looks like, I'm not sure. The guy in the picture looks like he could be her son.
Maybe just does a lot of indoor work.
I'm not sure. He looks pretty goddamn young. It's weird. Okay. So also in April of 2003, Christy calls Joey's job to ask about his life insurance.
Oh?
Yeah. How much and who's the beneficiary of this life insurance? Now, the person who took the call told her that Joey had signed a privacy statement and they weren't allowed to discuss it with anyone but him unless he gave written permission.
That's the way that we keep people from getting murdered.
That's kind of our murder. We call it a murder block. It's just a little piece you stick in there.
Clause in our contracts that keep our clients safe.
Keep us from having to pay out constantly, if you know what I mean. It's really for our own good.
Don't want anybody to know how valuable they are, Dad.
No. May of 2003, Christy and the kids move back in to Joey's. And this is supposed to be permanent. She says they're going to try to make it work. It's going to happen. This is the first week of May in 2003. Mm-hmm. Okay. Friday, May 9th, 2003. Shannon, Joey's brother, they said he worked with Joey at the car dealership, and they were paid every Friday around lunchtime. That's when they got their check.
Oh.
So they said that day, May 9th, it was a Friday, and Joey cashed his paycheck for about $1,020 and had put his money in his wallet.
Yeah.
So he's
a week?
I don't have any idea if it's a week or a month. So no way of knowing that. $1,020 he's got, and he puts it in his wallet. He and Joey had planned to attend an air show on May 10th, the next day, Saturday. Now, while that's going on here, Kyle, remember Kyle, Christy's boyfriend, he's saying that he and Christy had planned a trip to the Mississippi Gulf Coast for Mother's Day weekend that weekend. It's Mother's Day, and she's going to spend it with her boyfriend and the kids on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Not
she's a mom.
and
Nothing says mom like put the bottoms of your ass cheeks in everybody's face this weekend.
Everybody's face, and head down with your boyfriend to the Gulf.
Yeah.
I don't care. You could be a mom and hang your ass out all you want, but if you're doing it with your boyfriend, that's the issue, not your husband.
You're trying to live.
Yeah.
You're trying to start anew with your husband, right?
Yeah, that's how it looked like. Now, she said, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the trip.
Oh.
Because he said, I can't afford that. Remember, you were just complaining that we don't have any money. Well,
$600 underwater.
She said, I'll pay for it, even though she is completely unemployed, has no job. We don't know where he's like, I don't know where she's getting money, but fine.
Of course it is.
So I guess Christy picked up her brother Tyler, 13 years old, on Friday night, and she had later called Tyler at 6 a.m. the next morning, 6:30 a.m. to say she was on the way.
All right.
Now, here's what happened. The night before, Friday night, Joey's stepfather, who he's like a real dad to him type of thing, his name is David Knoll, apparently the two boys, Darian and Tyler, routinely spend Friday nights with him over at his house.
All right.
That's a normal thing. So David Knowles said he picked up Tyler and Darian, not Tyler Edmonds, the brother, Tyler the son. It's confusing, sorry. Yeah. Everybody in Mississippi names their kid fucking Tyler.
Tyler's a very popular name.
Very
popular.
popular.
In the South. Yeah.
Yeah. He picked them up between 4 and 4:30 p.m. on Friday, May 9th. He said that Christy and the three kids and Tyler Edmonds, not Tyler's son, were at home at the time. So he went to pick them up. She was home with the kids and her brother. Christy said that she's going to pick up Tyler and Darian early the next morning because she's taking them on a trip that weekend to the coast.
Right, Gulf Coast.
So that night, we got Joey and brother Tyler and Christy all in the house together. That's who's left. They get Subway.
Yeah.
Got to munch. Yeah, got to have some Subway.
2003, that was a big time for them.
Eat fresh, motherfucker, $5 footlong.
That
Let's
shit
do
was
it.
crushing. Yeah.
So they get Subway. Joey ends up going to bed at some point. Christy's up on the computer dicking off. At some point in the evening, she tells Joey to go sleep in the kids' bedroom, which is the master bed. They give the master to the kids. I guess they share it.
It's biggest. Everybody stays there. Yeah.
So, okay. The next morning, David, Joey's stepfather with the kids there, says that Christy called him between 4:30 and 5 in the morning.
Ooh.
So why even have the kids over? Like, what's the point?
Yeah. She's getting up early for this run.
Yeah, it makes no sense. You think she'd say, you know what, next weekend, because we're going to leave at 4:30 in the morning, so why don't I just keep the kids? This is stupid to send them there for an hour.
You want to wake up at 4:35 in the morning? Fine, take
get them ready. So Saturday morning comes, and she arrived a little after 5 p.m. to pick up the Darian and Tyler.
Wow.
Son Tyler.
Yeah.
Christy then calls Kyle, the boyfriend, on Saturday morning and informed him that she was on her way to Jackson, which we know is about 2 hours away.
Right.
She, her two children, and Tyler, the brother, so 3 kids, Tyler, Darian, Haley, and brother Tyler, and Christy, were all waiting at Kyle's apartment when he got home from work on Saturday morning at 10:30 or 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. That's either the worst shift in the world or he works part-time. I'm not sure. Yeah. Either that or he worked from 2:30 in the morning on Friday night, which would be weird. Yeah. Kyle says then they went down to the coast. He said that Christy had a large amount of cash on her.
Yeah.
She was paying for everything with cash and having a good old time down there.
Great.
Having a blast. Saturday, May 10th, 2003 at 11 a.m. Shannon, Joey's brother, calls Joey up because they're going to the air show. Mm-hmm. What are we doing? What's the plan? Joey didn't answer the phone calls. Shannon called around 11:30. So then Shannon said he went by the house about noon to say, what the fuck? We're supposed to go to this air show. He knocks on the door. Joey doesn't fucking answer. I was like, what an asshole.
Joey. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I got tickets to this air show. This is crazy.
Go see the Blue Angels.
What are we doing? So Christy, what she's doing Saturday, she's hanging out with Kyle and the kids at the beach. They're having a good old time. Kyle says that Christy's paying cash for everything, food, their hotel room, souvenirs.
Yeah.
And she's not like being cheap either. The kids say, Mommy, she buys it. I mean, it's easy. So there they are, Christy and Kyle and everybody and the kids, and they spend Saturday night on the coast, and they return to Jackson Sunday evening. That's the plan. Okay. Now, Sunday comes around, May 11th, 2003. Shannon still can't get a hold of Joey. Which is not like Joey. You know, he always talks to Shannon. So he
skipped the air show altogether,
Skipped it. No call, no show. Just no call, no air show. Nothing. So he ends up breaking into the house to see if Joey's in there.
Yeah.
Which is wild. He cuts the screen on Joey's living room window. And it's
holy shit.
That is crazy. What are you, some kind of cat burglar at night in addition to selling cars? What's going on here?
I've broken into my family's houses before, but never destroyed the fucking house on the way in.
You find an open window, do this shit. So he gets in at 5:30 p.m. and he finds Joey lying face down in a bed and sees blood.
Yeah.
So he just calls 911. He doesn't even look into it. He calls 911 right away, as you should do. He calls 911. On the call, he's very under control and very matter of fact. Like he's trying to, you can hear him breathing and being like, I'm going to be a calm person that gives the facts that are necessary and not a hysterical 911 person. Right. You know what I mean?
Also, I've just broken into a home where there's now a dead body.
Where there's a dead body, yeah.
I look real guilty.
I mean, it is his brother, so it looks less guilty. So the sheriff said, just matter of fact is the way he sounded, that something happened and to his brother, and he felt like he knew who did it. He's on 911 saying, not only I think my brother's dead, but I think I know who killed him as well.
I already cracked the case, guys.
Yeah. And she said, you need to look into his wife, Christy, right away. Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a better way to shop for clothes. Oh, boy, with Quince.
Quince.com, Quince.com.
This place is great. I get everything on Quince now. I'm on like an all Quince thing, all my clothes. It's amazing because a well-built wardrobe is about pieces that work together and hold up over time. You don't want garbage. That's why Quince does. That's what they do best. That's it. They do premium materials, thoughtful design, everyday staples that feel easy to wear and easy to rely on, even as the weather shifts from season to season. Quince has the everyday essentials that you're going to love and with quality that's going to last. Organic cotton sweaters, polos for every occasion, lighter jackets that keep you warm, as spring starts to come. The list goes on and on. They have it all. Quince works directly with top factories. What they do is they cut out the middleman, so you're not paying all that markup. You're just paying for good quality clothing, which is exactly what you want. Everything is built to hold up to daily wear and still look good season after season. Plus, they only partner with factories that meet rigorous standards for craftsmanship and ethical production. Like I said, I get everything from Quince. I just got like 5 shirts 2 days ago. They're great stuff. Yeah. Sarah also gets all her stuff there. We've gone on an all Quince thing, and it works for us, and you should do it too. Refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/smalltownmurder for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/smalltownmurder. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey everybody, just going to tell you a better way to shop with Thrive Market.
ThriveMarket.com.
Absolutely. At Thrive Market, see, a lot of times regular supermarkets and things like that, you look around and you're like, well, what's in this and what's in that? And I'd like this, but I need it gluten-free or whatever. You know what I mean? It's really hard. Thrive Market
sodium.
Whatever. They make it so easy to find things and to find the good things that you really want. Delicious, great products. And Thrive Market's a membership-based grocery store where you can shop from wherever you are. Simply hop on their app. Super easy. The membership breaks down to just $5 a month, and it gives members access to weekly sales, personalized shopping with filters, auto ship and save, free gifts, and peace of mind knowing there's no junk in any of the products they carry. Instead of paying fees on every grocery store delivery order, you pay once for the year and benefit from it every time you shop. And it's so good, too, that you can do the trade-offs, which is really cool. And you get really good stuff. Like kids want mac and cheese and sugary snacks and juice boxes. Thrive Market gives you versions with less sugar, fewer sketchy ingredients, maybe some more nutrition. It's great stuff, and they have thousands of healthier swaps from brands like Simple Mills and Poppy and so many more, all vetted before they hit the site. And it's really cool too because your membership, I see things that aren't available. I don't see them in grocery stores, and they are available here, and they're really great stuff. They have these tortilla chips that I'm addicted to, and only they have them. They're tremendous. So you're paying a small monthly fee to offload the stress and the research and the decision fatigue of healthy eating, and you can try it risk-free. Easily shop 90-plus diet, high-protein meals and low-sugar treats, GLP-1 friendly options, gluten-free staples. It's so great. You're going to love it. No hidden fees, none of that stuff. You're going to really, really like Thrive Market. Give it a shot. Ready to make some healthy swaps and become a member? Join Thrive Market with our link, thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder for 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift.
Now back to the show.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary, but the good news is if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe and put you on the fast track to becoming debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Just visit nationaldebtrelief.com. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of five-star reviews and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Let today be the day you start turning things around. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you may qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
So they get to the scene. This is the crime scene here. And the chief investigator for the county sheriff's department, received a call to head there, homicide. Yeah. So he found Joey lying face down with a gunshot wound to the head. Now, he searched the home for evidence but found no shell casings anywhere. Yeah. So that's a good fact. At least you know what kind of gun it was, or you know what kind of gun it isn't anyway, right away. Or the person cleaned up the crime scene. You know they're a pro, either one.
Right, yeah.
He also said he couldn't find Joey's wallet anywhere.
Okay, so robbery could be a motive here.
And he said the carpet in the living room had the faint outline of a computer sitting there. There was still a monitor and a keyboard, but no actual tower.
Yeah.
And there's an outline on the carpet of where a tower was.
It's been there a while.
Absolutely. And the house is ransacked besides that. Drawers are open, shit's knocked over. Looks like a robbery. So Joey's body here that we found, this is tough. It's an entrance wound located at the back of his head, and they extract a small caliber bullet, about a .22. They're pretty positive that it is here. They say that his death occurred at approximately 36 to 48 hours before he was found. So that would put him Friday night at some point.
A little while.
I would imagine after the Subway sandwiches. And we knew he was alive at a certain point. You know what I mean? And then we know he's not. So they determined through autopsy that it was about 36 to 48 hours.
Still got that sweet onion chicken teriyaki in there.
Yeah. You could definitely check his belly for toppings on this one. He ran it right through the garden. He got the full veggie.
Yeah.
So he describes also that he was in a pretty advanced state of rigor. And there was a very foul odor caused by decomposition because it's been a couple of days and it's May in Mississippi.
It's crazy how fast it happens, man.
We are not long for this world.
Oh, we are
soon as we die, it's all falling apart. We're
like
melting
a tomato.
into the ground.
As soon as it turns, it's
not even a tomato, like a banana.
Yeah.
We're good for about 3 hours and then it's garbage.
As soon as you see some color on it, it's about to be real bad.
It's bad. Speaking of bad, this is pretty bad. Discoloration of Joey's skin and tissue around his face and chest, and separation of the skin from the under tissue. So got the sloughing happening.
No.
We're talking 48 hours of decomp. It's bad. The entrance wound of the bullet, the location where the bullet fragment had lodged just behind and to the left of his left eye, and the pool of blood that had since separated into serum and clotted blood cells under Joey's head as well.
Okay.
They said the bullet entered the back of his head and moved slightly downward toward the left eye, traveling the full length of the cerebral hemisphere. So as bad as it could be.
Like a stab wound to your brain.
All the way
run through.
Like an ice pick, yeah. He said the wound was a .22, and they discovered a .22 caliber short round that he said that could have been shot, that the shot could have been fired as close to 12 to 24 inches away, so 1 to 2 feet away.
Yeah.
And
22 mags.
Yeah, which is crazy. So shot in the back of the head. They were looking at everything. They were unable to find, like I say, the wallet, no shell casings.
Yeah.
Anything.
No compact presario.
But they said the house appeared to be ransacked by home invaders. They even took the Dell.
Yeah.
Christ. He said they
fucking cow spots.
They took away our gateway. Yeah, with the cow spots. He said it actually, this is the lead investigator, it actually looked like someone had come in and shot Joey in the back of the head, then robbed the house of certain items.
Right.
So here's what we know. Here's the breakdown of facts from everything here. Sometime between late Friday night and early Saturday morning, the medical examiner said it couldn't have been too late Saturday. It had to be pretty early in the morning. Joey was shot once in the back of the head, they believe, with a .22 caliber bolt-action rifle. That's what they believe.
Oh.
So the shot is fired at close range. They said he never moved. He was sleeping.
Laying down, and that's crazy.
They said, quote, didn't look like he ever moved when he got shot, in my opinion. That's what they say, the lead investigator. They say also the bolt-action rifle is a single-shot weapon that doesn't eject shell casings unless
you put a new one in.
Exactly. And there's no casing or rifle on the scene either.
Okay.
His wallet is missing, and they know he cashed his $1,020 paycheck earlier that Friday. And it looks like the computer's been taken as well. Yeah. Now, they go around and they really, honestly, for a rural Mississippi murder in 2003, they do a really thorough crime scene.
Not bad, huh?
Really good. Yeah, the county officials must know what they're doing. Yeah. They said that the security lights around the house, they have security lights around the perimeter, but that 4 of the bulbs were unscrewed on their perimeter.
Yeah,
which
a few things. Yeah.
Which prevented them from automatically turning on.
Yeah.
So we'll find out later if there's any way to find out who did that, because there is, and it's interesting. So now where is Christy while all this is going on?
The Gulf Coast.
Well, she's on her way back.
Yeah.
Her phone rings. And Tyler remembers, brother Tyler, not son Tyler, says, quote, heading back, Christy's phone rang and people were calling her left and right. She just got this look on her face. She said they found Joey dead. That's what he said later. So detectives need to talk to Christy, number one, because it is her husband.
Right.
And number two, because the victim's brother on the 911 call said, you need to talk to his wife first.
Call Christy.
Yeah, call Christy or somebody she's fucking or somebody like that. So they locate Christy at her mother's house in Little Rock, Mississippi, which there's a Little Rock, Mississippi, apparently. I don't know why.
It's right there.
Right there. So the sheriff said, we started looking for Christy and we found her. We found her in Little Rock, Mississippi at her mother's house. I sent men to Little Rock, Mississippi and talked to her that night. So, okay. But before they actually go there to talk to her, she shows up voluntarily at the sheriff's office here.
Oh, so she beat him to the office.
She's going to take a polygraph. She's very cooperative.
Oh.
She's crying. My poor
Yeah.
Joey. Oh, my God. We've been
Yeah.
married since I was 15. We met in fucking biology class, for Christ's sake.
I'm still drunk. I've been listening to Toby Keith all weekend.
Oh, God, Jesus
I'm so sad
Christ.
about this now.
I no more salt, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for that lost shaker of salt anymore. It's gone. And I don't
Yeah.
care. Hungover.
Still got mud caked to my thighs.
So then this is the whole thing. She's like, I don't know what happened. Jesus is so terrible.
Yeah.
And then about an hour into questioning, it goes from, oh, this is terrible, I don't know what happened, to, let me tell you what happened to him. Okay.
She
Yes.
knows.
Yeah. She says Tyler did it.
Oh.
Not son Tyler, brother Tyler. Okay.
Right.
So, yeah, she said, this is terrible. I want to protect him because he's my little brother and he's been through a lot, you know, and he's only 13, but he killed Joey unintentionally. It was an accident.
Oh.
He said he was playing with the rifle and he accidentally shot it and he didn't mean to.
Yeah.
You know, he said,
Took it with him.
yeah, he said, so me wanting to protect him,
Yeah.
you know, he's I'm his older sister.
Sure.
I tried to make it look like a robbery, so maybe people wouldn't look at poor Tyler. You know what I mean?
Oh, she is not doing good.
And they said, well, where's the murder weapon and shit like that? And she said,
Yeah.
oh, on the way down to the coast, we disposed of it.
We threw it in the bayou.
We just threw, yeah, it's in with the gators now. Good luck getting it. But yeah,
It's in a swamp.
she said she threw the gun in a ditch along the highway.
God, Jesus.
It was never found. So
Okay, so she went from oh my gosh, what
my
happened
poor
to
Joey.
you guys aren't piecing this together fast enough, so
Yeah.
I'll fix it for you.
Let me get your shit. I wanted you to go ahead and blame Tyler, and you didn't. So anyway, Tyler
Yeah.
did it. She said he was holding it up, the gun, pretending like he was going to shoot Joey. You know, like you do for fun.
What?
You know, like you do for fun when you always point your guns at me and pretend you're going to shoot me, and then I laugh, and then we have a good
Just
time
aim
and
it,
smoke a
aim it
joint. You
down
know that
range,
happens all the time?
Right in your eye.
No, it's fun. It cracks me
Yeah.
up every time.
It's
really-
hilarious.
I go, do that thing. And then you do it, and we laugh and laugh. It's so fun. So that was acting like she was going to shoot Joey, or he was going to shoot Joey, and the gun just accidentally went off.
No, it didn't. He pulled the trigger. That's what happened.
That's what happened. Then she says, okay, tell you what. Later on, she goes, it actually wasn't that.
New story.
Yeah, she said, again, she goes, and I wanted to protect his memory too, but Joey
Yeah.
was abusing me and the kids something terrible,
Yeah?
which has never been brought up, never said,
Right.
no one ever thought it, not at all. She said, yeah, and so I had told Tyler that, and Tyler waited till Joey went to sleep, and then Tyler crept into the bedroom and picked his
Now it's an
rifle up
assassination.
and shot him because she had told Tyler that she had her father's .22. And she said, you know, and then Tyler just took that and ran with it. And
Crept and slept.
that's
Wow.
it. So she signs a 2-page statement. And that's that. It's not recorded, this statement, by the way, not video or audio recorded.
How long was it?
Not sure, but it took an hour for her to get to the story.
Yeah.
And she told another story.
Yeah.
And then she told another story. So 3-4 hours, I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
Now, in another room, they have Tyler. He's 13. And when I say 13, he's a young 13. You know, think
Yeah.
about junior high, okay, middle school. There are kids who shave every day,
Yeah.
and there are kids who don't have a single hair in their armpit at 13. They're the same fucking grade, same age, same everything. It's just 13 is, some people
And he's
have
a
gone
sheltered
through,
13.
yes, and some people have gone through puberty and some haven't. And he looks like there is not a pube on this kid if you fucking went over him with a jeweler's loop. There is not a fucking pube anywhere to be found. Like, he looks very blonde and very young and very, he looks like he's 10, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Real young. So it's interesting. So he's sitting in there. Now, the investigators had contacted his mother, Sharon, to ask her to bring Tyler in because he can't go there himself. He's fucking 13. He can't get there.
Load the kid up.
Yeah. So Sharon later said, I told them they could talk to Tyler as long as I was present only because he was a minor.
Yeah. Good,
Okay.
good answer.
But that's not what happens, though,
No?
after a while. No. Sharon and Tyler arrive at the sheriff's office here. Sharon is present for a while. Tyler is denying any knowledge of any murder. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He says, I spent the weekend at the beach with my sister. I don't know what happened to Joey. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
So it's at this point they ask to take Mom outside and talk to her for a second.
Okay, so
They take Sharon outside and they go, listen, we need to speak with Tyler not in your presence because what he's telling us doesn't match up to what Christy told us. Now, rather than saying maybe Christy's a liar, they're like, we want them to both have the same story, essentially.
yeah. And maybe he'll divulge a little more if Mom's not there because he doesn't want to.
That's what it really is.
You don't want to rat yourself out in front of your mom.
And that's what it really is. Because if you see interrogations all the time, that happens a lot where they'll tell kids that. Like, they'll tell the adults, like, listen, he's not going to talk in front of you.
Right.
So that's what they do, basically. So, but they tell her that, we just want to make sure the stories match and whatever. Yeah. So she stays out. And then another deputy leads Tyler into the interrogation room alone at this point. Now. So now it's a 13-year-old with experienced homicide detectives.
How many?
Deputies.
2?
There's at least 2 guys in the room. And any more than one is overwhelming to a 13-year-old. Remember when, like, the vice principal would talk to you as a 13-year-old? Even that was like, whoa, this is heavy, man. Like, these guys are homicide detectives.
And then you're going to talk to the principal and the vice principal when you're really in trouble.
Yeah, wow.
This room, I hate it here.
So here's the interrogation. So they're telling him, Christy said that you did this.
That you did it, yeah.
So Tyler said, no.
That didn't happen.
And the deputy gets down in his face, and Tyler says, he said, are you calling me a liar, boy? In a real Mississippi way.
I hate that so much.
I know. And he said, I'm not calling you a liar, but I don't think my sister would say that. Okay. So they say, you want us to prove what she said? Because she said you did it. And he said, okay. Yeah. And they said, all right, fine. And they bring Christy into the room.
What?
This is not being recorded, mind you.
I've never heard of this before.
Has anyone ever heard of this before? No one's ever heard. We'll bring in the other. Usually they're in the other room singing. Yeah. And you don't put them together. Not only do they put them together, they leave the room with no surveillance whatsoever on them. No cameras, no audio recorder, nothing. They leave the room
talk it out
and let her talk to him.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Never heard of that before.
Unprecedented. This is wild. We've done, this is episode 677. Never heard of this once.
Why would you do that?
Ever.
Look, y'all two stories aren't jiving. Y'all sit and think it over till it does. We'll be back.
Y'all come up with a story and then y'all tell us what it is and we'll just charge you both is how it works.
Go ahead and knock on the door and we'll figure out who's culpable.
Wow. So she talks to them and then knocks on the door. They let her out.
Yeah.
Then the detectives re-enter and turn the cameras on.
They had cameras.
Oh, they have cameras, yeah.
Well, why didn't...
Because that's for a statement, not the shit leading up to it,
Yeah.
That's why now most jurisdictions, when you watch an interrogation, the camera's on before they walk in the room.
Right.
They turn it on from the outside, and when they walk in, it's even that's on film. Them sitting there waiting for the cops is on film, drinking a bottle of water for 45 minutes. That's all a part of it now to make sure the environment's
doesn't
right.
Film the table read, so you got to get the story straight, and then fucking lights, camera, action.
That's right. They don't want to waste film here, too.
No.
We're talking about tapes back then. The county has a limited budget, if you understand. We got a limited budget down here on tapes.
Got to tape over it.
Yeah. So they said, this is what he says, Tyler. We went. I came home because I didn't go to school Friday. Christy was in Jackson and she was supposed to pick me up. She'd been talking about doing it for a while because of the way, and then they cut him off and said, doing what?
Yeah.
Talking about doing what? He said, killing Joey.
Oh.
Because, well, she kept talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually think she was serious. She came and picked me up and I took that old gun. We went over to her house. We waited for Joey to get home. She was happy. They went and took a bath together.
What?
That is sick.
She's been plotting this for a long time, and she wanted to,
took him in the bath and also gave him a back rub. So she wanted him to get him nice and relaxed so he'd go to sleep.
Yeah.
How about I fuck you in the tub and rub your back? You're going to feel great.
Good nights. Yeah.
He said, me and Christy went and got Subway. After we ate, she got on the computer. I fell asleep on the floor. She woke me up and told me to get in Tyler's bed. And imagine being woken up to that. You'd be like, I am Tyler. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It'd be so confusing. She had set the alarm clock, woke me up. We went into his room. Okay.
Yeah.
He says, I didn't seriously think it would work. And she was behind me, and she put her hand on the trigger and put my hand on the trigger, and she kind of squeezed my hand because we didn't think it would work.
We did it together.
That's what he said, together, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, I had the gun like this. She had her hand on my stomach. I just closed my eyes and did it, and it went off.
Oh, boy.
He said, I looked at him and saw that it actually hit him. Then I just ran out of the room. So they were asking him a few more questions, and they said, what about the items that were taken?
Yeah.
And he said, she took the computer and some stuff to make it look like a robbery.
Oh, boy.
So this is when his mom comes back in.
Yeah.
Okay? And his mom says, Tyler, when she comes in, because this is still on film, and the officer says, do you want him to stop talking to us?
Uh-huh.
She said, I want to be here with him. This is my child. Now, she had told them, I don't want you questioning him without me.
Right.
But then they kind of got her out of the room for a minute, and then they went ahead and did something she didn't know they were going to do.
And not just did something they didn't, brought Christy in.
Yes, and this kid can't overemphasize or underemphasize this enough.
How underdeveloped he is. Yeah.
13 is not 16. 13 is not 17. 13 is not 15. 13 is fucking a child, man. That is a small, that's a 8th grade. They
And
don't know
13
shit
is
about
so different
anything.
for so many. There's a lot of boys that have sex at 13 because it's like they're 16. There's boys that thinking about sex at 13 is crazy because they're like fucking 9.
No, they're playing with Legos and action figures and shit. That's what that 13 is. I'm telling you, 13, you can be a 16, 13, or you could be a 10, 13. He's a 10, 13 is what it looks like. So the mother then says, Tyler, do you know what you're telling them the truth, right?
Yeah.
And he nods his head, and they said, they're not making you say stuff that you don't want to say? And
No.
he shakes his head, no. Then the mother says, look at me, what's wrong?
What do you mean what's wrong?
She has no idea what's happened in here, by the way.
She doesn't know what he said?
No, she has no idea.
Oh, boy.
So she said, what's wrong? And he said, I'm telling the truth. And she said, okay, what's the truth? Again, she doesn't know. And he says that me and Christy did it. So then she says, Tyler, y'all killed him?
Uh-huh.
And he starts crying at that point, sobbing. And she says, this is the most mother thing. Whether you forgot to take the garbage out or murdered your stepsister's husband, either way,
Yes.
this is the mother. Yes, go ahead. What is she going to say?
Hell's wrong with you?
No, Tyler Wayne. She brought his middle name into
Wayne.
it. Tyler Wayne. The hell's wrong with you, boy? She said, did you for real do it, or you just telling them that?
Uh-huh.
And he said, we done this.
Oh, God.
She said, are you sure you did this?
Oh, God, Jesus, Ma.
And he said the most Southern boy response ever. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And mother said, Tyler, what is going on? You're a fucking child. What is, I was cleaning up your Spider-Man underoos off the floor fucking 2 days ago. What's going on? Now this is happening. What's going on? And
Why'd you do it?
he said, she made me do it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Tyler and Christy are charged with capital murder.
Oh, boy.
Tyler's being charged as an adult at 13.
That story ain't adult murder.
No, and your brain isn't developed enough at 13 to do anything adult. That's why no matter how smart you are at 13, you're not allowed to drive, drink, join the military, vote, buy a lottery ticket, because you're not developed enough to make a decision that can affect you for more than 5 minutes.
But you can get married in Mississippi.
But you can get married in Mississippi or be charged with capital murder. Mississippi should just let all the kids drive when they're 10. Might as well.
What the fuck? Give him 3 years of fun before he goes to prison for the rest
Might
of
as
his
well.
life.
Yeah. I mean, at 13, they're up for fucking capital murder.
Wow.
So here are some evidence, by the way, that
All right.
definitely ties Christie to this whole thing. One is they did print examinations on the light bulbs that were unscrewed outside the house, and Christie's print was on one of the light bulbs.
Oh, on the floodlights, yeah.
On the floodlights. Now, the person at the lab, at the police lab, said that they would not expect to find a well-developed print on a light bulb that had been on for an extended period of time. It'll evaporate.
Right.
The
Burn
heat
it
will
off.
burn it off. He said, so that shows me that these were recently unscrewed, like very recently, and haven't
And
been
not
on
turned
since.
back on since, right.
Exactly.
Right.
Then they found out that a guy, the guy who dealt with the life insurance for the National Guard unit,
Yeah.
he testifies later on, and we'll talk to the cops now, and says that Joey had 2 life insurance policies.
Oh.
2. First one was worth $55,000, and Christie is the beneficiary for that.
Yeah.
The second policy is worth $255,000,
Around $300,000.
and Christie was originally the beneficiary, but in the last couple months, Joey had changed the beneficiary to his mother.
Ah.
I love when people are like, you know what? Just in case.
Nothing feels better.
That is fucking great. Because we see this all the time. Imagine killing someone expecting to get insurance, and not only did the whole plot go awry and you're sitting in a jail cell, but on top of that, they tell you weren't even the fucking beneficiary, stupid.
And you broke.
And you broke. Even if you got away with it, you weren't getting dick out of this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Lori
Wow.
Vallow, you dumb bitch.
Oh, exactly. Same exact thing. Yeah, she
Yeah.
thought she was the beneficiary. So they also they find Tyler's cousin, okay, his first cousin, Randy Simpson.
Yeah.
Now, old Randy said that he went to Tyler's house just about every day,
Yeah.
and that 2 .22 calibers had been in Tyler's house prior to Joey's death, but that the older 22 was currently missing.
Two guns.
2 guns. He said that the 22 was a single shot bolt action, and that Tyler wasn't strong enough to pull back the firing mechanisms. That's how small
small
13 he
he is. Yeah.
was. He is not strong enough to shoot this gun.
A
his
bolt
own.
action rifle. That's like it's the
Yeah.
easiest thing to do.
But he can't,
And he's not strong enough.
not strong enough to do it. So
Wow.
that tells you exactly what kind of kid Tyler is. Not a big one.
And that tells you why they didn't rack it either, because it's a once you fire it, it's done unless you're putting another one in. You're not going
Exactly.
to pull that action.
Totally, especially if you run out of the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's at this point that, remember Kyle Harvey, Christie's
Yeah.
boyfriend? He starts finding things out that he didn't know about.
Oh?
Now, he was sold a bill of goods by Christie like everybody else.
Yeah.
She told him that she was not only in the middle of a divorce,
Yeah.
you know, they were going to be together and she was going to pay for stuff, but also she had claimed that she had a miscarriage of their baby after telling him that her tubes had been tied after her 3rd child.
What?
So that's something. Now, Kyle had broke off his friendship with Chris Kelly, his best friend, who was also fucking Christie, after he discovered that Christie and Chris were sleeping together.
Yeah.
And that's just terrible because you can't be a couple if your names are Christie and Chris. That's
Nope.
ridiculous. That's
Not
you
gonna
should-
work.
You meet someone, oh, you're Chris. We can't. Fuck, no. I don't find
Oh,
you
that's too
attractive
bad.
at all. Then they talked to her dad. Remember old Danny Edmonds? That is
Yeah.
Christie and Tyler's dad. The man
Yeah.
accused of molesting her when she was younger. We don't know if it's true, but that's what she said her whole life, and makes sense for who her mother attracts.
Sure.
Now, so Danny said this, quote, "She asked me for a gun. She wanted to kill Joey." Yeah.
He
Told
what?
Dad. Yep. I asked her why, and she just said he was mean to her and the kids. I told her, just leave him.
Right.
Logical. And she said, no, he's got a life insurance policy. Jesus fucking Christ. Then Christy said, seriously, let me get your gun and I'm going to do something for you. So they said, well, what was she going to do for you?
Yeah.
And he said, quote, she was going to buy me a new Cadillac.
Ah.
A new Cadillac. That'll do it. He
Give me a gun and I'll give you a Cadillac. That's a pretty good trade.
She said to him, quote, I want him dead. And that he's got a life insurance policy and the kids would get $300,000 and that I would get $200,000, meaning Christy said that. Christy would get $200,000. And she said, if you'll keep your mouth shut, you'll get a Cadillac.
It's an expensive car for 2003.
That's what I mean. So Danny said he never believed her that any of this was really, thought she was just just yapping. And so he didn't report it to anybody. But when Joey turned up dead, he called his brother, who's a police officer, as soon as he found out, was like, Christy tried to get a gun and said he was going to. So Dad spilled it long before anything. As soon as it became public Joey was dead and Dad heard it, he told a cop, and the cops were already looking at her.
Wow.
So that was her dad and the brother saying Christy before his, anyone, he'd even had an autopsy. They were already, a lot of people saying her. So Tyler and Christy are both in jail at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. May 14th, 2003. There is a jailer, so this is just a few days later, a jailer in the sheriff's department here said that both Tyler and Christy, they were arrested and that she had a conversation with Christy at the jail. She said Christy knocked on the window and asked if I would give Tyler a letter that she had written to him. That's not how that works, by the way. That's not how the jail kite system works, is through the fucking, through the jailers, through the wards. That's not how it works. There's a whole prisoner system that you can do, but you got to have some respect, I guess, and maybe she doesn't have that yet. So I said I couldn't, but she said it was really important. I took the note from her, but I never gave it to Tyler.
Who'd she give it to?
I took it
away?
She said I took it and read the contents of the letter with a fellow deputy. That's evidence, stupid. Don't be... Jesus Christ, I understand you just work in the jail, but come on, man, have some common fucking
We had a
sense
good
here.
laugh about it, and we threw it away.
I just tossed it in the garbage. Actually, I burned it because I figured, I don't want to make no more recyclables.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's some excerpts from the letter. Quote, Tyler, I know you're scared, but you can't say what they're telling you to say. It's a trick. We have to make them understand it was an accident. She's saying they're trying to trick you.
Yeah.
We can both get out of this if we can make them understand it was an accident.
Oh, boy.
You know we didn't plan it. You know it was an accident. We didn't mean to kill Joey. Please read. That's why she gave it to the CO, was so they would see that. She said, if you tell them it was an accident, they can't send me to the electric chair. So save me.
They're not allowed.
Yep. She said, they can't punish me for an accident. Don't you see that? No, I'm 13. I don't know the law. I barely know.
Why'd you bring me in on this?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I barely fucking read Romeo and Juliet last year in school. I don't know any of that. I just still don't understand it. He said, she said, if you say what they want you to say, then you committed murder. You will go to jail, and so will I. Think not only about your life, but about mine as well.
Oh.
I'm all you have.
Oh, here we go.
Don't listen to what don't listen to your father. He doesn't love you. I love you.
Uh-oh.
This is manipulative.
Very
as
manipulative.
Fuck. She said, listen to me. This will work out for the best. I love you so much. Everyone else will say I planned it because you were there. If you say what your mom told you, you will go to jail for 15 years, but that's a long time. You will be here a long time if you tell them it was intentional. So, Tyler then changes his story.
Yeah.
He asks investigators, wants to talk to investigators, and he's got a different story. Now, they note that he's changing his story in the notes, and he's got a new story. He said when they brought her in to talk to him when he was in the interrogation room. He said, "My sister was in an orange jumpsuit and shackles and handcuffs, and to be quite frank, it scared the shit out of me." He said, "She was just sniffling and crying. She said, 'Oh my God, Tyler, they're going to kill me. I'm going to get the electric chair. You have to help me.' And I'm like, I can't help. What am I supposed to do?" And she said, he goes on to say, "Then she promised me because I'm a minor, nothing will happen to me and I'll get a slap on the wrist and then she won't get the death penalty. But if he doesn't do this, then they'll kill her and she'll never be able to see her kids again. And then they won't have a mother or a father."
Right.
So
I decided right there to do exactly what she told me to do.
Yeah. He said, "This is a person that, I'm the closest to in the world and that loves me the most and wants to help me. And so I begging me save my life."
That story also lends to doing what she told is the whole reason that you're here.
That's another thing. Now, according to Tyler, this is what happened. They had headed back to the house. Christy had woke him up early, told him to gather a child and put them in the car and start the engine. She also told him to put the home computer, not the monitor or keyboard, just the computer in the trunk. He said he sat in the car messing with the radio waiting for Christy. While he waited, he heard a pop from inside the house. He said he didn't think anything of it because Christy has a cat that knocks things over. What the hell did she knock over? It exploded. But Christy comes out, closes the trunk, hands Tyler a wallet and tells him to put it in the glove box, and he does. That's it. Now, the cops don't make a video or any recording of this at all.
That story is... He's free, right? He goes home.
Waiting in the car, and she came out. Here's the money. And he said, all right. And they went down to the Gulf. That's that story. They basically say, well, we don't believe any of that. Back to your cell.
Oh, that's not fair.
So then they didn't even record it. Like I said, they noted on the report that he changed his story. They didn't even note the details. They just said, bullshit, he's full of shit.
Yeah.
So there's another thing now. Prosecutors... This is way out there, and we don't know if this is true, but the prosecutors were pushing this angle even in court, that there may have been a sexual relationship between Christy and Tyler. That Christy may have,
13-year-old
tried
Tyler?
to ply him with her wares, basically.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So he is going to be tried as an adult, like we said. Mississippi law mandates that anyone over 13 charged with a crime carrying a life sentence must be tried in circuit court, not family court, as an adult. So will they give Tyler bail? Where's he going to go?
Who's going to pay it? Where's he going to go?
Well, even if he can pay it, though, if you don't, it's not like he's going to run to South America. He's 13 years old. He's from here. His whole family's from here. They have no money and nowhere to go. So what? You know what I mean? It's not like he's not what we would call a flight risk, a normal, like a, regular old flight risk here. But they refuse any bond for him.
He's a danger to society, James.
His attorney said that was trying to convince the judge, said Christy used her influence over him and coerced him to falsely confess. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? The defense attorney believes that he should be allowed to post a bond because the boy doesn't have a police record. He won't run away before his trial because his mother still lives in West Point. Where's he going to go? They said that his case... the case has been subject of numerous local media reports. Everyone knows who he is. It's not like he can run away. Hey, everybody, just going to tell you about the safest sponsor that we have to offer here, Simply Safe.
SimplySafe.com. SIMPLI Safe.com.
Absolutely. We all want peace of mind, don't we?
Yeah.
We all need that. And for everybody, this should be how you get peace of mind, knowing that your home and your loved ones are safe. And that is the peace of mind that we get when we use Simply Safe, which is always. Simply Safe is tremendous. We use it in all of our homes, studios, you name it. They've been a sponsor of ours for a long time, and they're great, and their product is amazing. You'll love it. We trust Simply Safe, the security system millions of Americans rely on to protect what matters most. And this month, we are excited to tell you about an exclusive offer that we can share with you. 50% off a new Simply Safe system when you order one today. This is the time, everybody. Don't wait anymore. Do this. Traditional security systems, they take action after someone's already broken in. You've heard the show. That is way too late. They're in the house. You're in trouble. So that's Not good. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection can help prevent break-ins before they happen. They have these cool AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents. They can monitor, they detect suspicious activity. Let's say someone's creeping and lurking, acting all weird. The agents can talk to them and say, get out of here, I'm calling the cops. Turn on a spotlight, put on a siren, you can do all that stuff, and even contact the police before these people even have a chance to get in your home. Simply Safe is the way to go. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Named Best Home Security Systems by U.S. News and World Report's 5 years in a row. Ranked number 1 in customer service among home security providers by both Newsweek and USA Today. So why wait? Protect your home today and enjoy 50% off a new Simply Safe system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/small. That's simplysafe.com/small, SIMPLI safe.com/small. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now back to the show.
But the circuit judge denies bail for him, which is insane.
13-year-old bad boy, James.
That's it. And his aunt and uncle, they call themselves, I guess, aunt and uncle, these neighbors, said they would take him in. This is ridiculous. Yeah. This is Anita Higginbotham.
Yeah. Is that the second one we've had?
We just had a Higginbotham, yes. We just had one. So that's her and her husband, Larry. Say they can't understand why they won't set bail for an eighth grader. This is ridiculous. That's their neighbor. She said, I would let him back in our house. He's trustful. He'll show up to court. Yeah. And she said that he spent so much time in her home, quote, we've treated him like family. He would help around the house. He's a lovable person.
Yeah.
Her husband, Larry, said that he promised Tyler that they would get whatever the boy wants if he gets out of jail. He says, quote, we'll go to Pizza Hut and do whatever else you want. That's the holy grail. We'll go to Pizza Hut.
Stuff crust your ass off, boy.
You could probably still get the buffet back then, so you have no clue.
The breadsticks, man. That sauce was fire.
Yeah, their breadsticks, I will say, Pizza Hut is garbage, but their breadsticks are fucking good. They're so cheesy.
I don't know what those. Yeah, I don't know what that chemical is, but it's good.
It's tons of fake cheese. That's what it is, and it's goddamn good. He said, Pizza Hut and do whatever else you want. Then this person goes on to say, he said he wants to go to Walmart. That's how limited. That's how limited this boy is in experience. As he says, when I got out of jail, boy, someday I'm going to head me to Walmart, boy. I'm going to look all through the sections, man. You don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm going to get me some oil, some 10W30.
Well,
new shirt and a fishing pole. It's all going to happen.
My brother was from Arkansas, and the little town he stayed in Arkansas, the boys would ditch school to go to Walmart, James.
Yeah, well, Arkansas is where it's from, right?
Yeah. It's from.
I think that counts as credit actually in schools in Arkansas.
It's just local pride. Yeah, it's just supporting small business.
That's what it is. They look at that as that's a positive. They'll give you credit. But
they go to Walmart to play the new video games. They just sit there for hours in the video game department playing the new video games.
Jim, he said
Earthworm Jim came out. We sit here and beat this motherfucker.
We ain't never leaving this Walmart. He said he wants to go to Walmart. He liked to go there and look.
Yeah, that's what that is. Going there to look.
Going shopping, just perusing.
Dreaming one day I'm going to have some nice shit from Walmart.
Get me some Wranglers. So those closest to Tyler say they can't believe he would kill anyone. They said he's a well-mannered teenager who enjoys helping people and going to Walmart. That's what his one people that know him said. He just wants to help people and go to Walmart. Leave the kid alone.
Let's go to Walmart and have some breadsticks.
The Reverend of the Bible Baptist Church in West Point, I'm sure they're very forgiving of minor infractions. He said he has never given us any trouble. And this reverend said he baptized Edmonds, and he's been going there his whole life, and he often visits him at the jail. He said he's just holding out hope that he'll get out. There's nobody in jail as young as he is. No. So basically, his lawyers are trying to get a federal judge to decide whether a bond should be set for him.
Yeah.
Rather than this, local guy here, a circuit court. So Christy was also held without bail since her arrest, obviously, here. And Christy doesn't like jail.
No?
No, isn't that weird?
Very few guys in here to fuck.
Yeah. Remember she said, I don't like to struggle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to struggle, and there's no lack of dicks in here. It's really not fun.
Not allowed to leave for the Gulf Coast for the weekend.
No. So in 2004, she tries to escape.
What?
She tries to fucking escape the county jail. She absolutely does.
Hasn't even gone to trial yet.
Nope. She's
Doesn't look
arrested
good.
for that, and 2 other men have been charged with aiding her in her escape attempt. So she manipulated 2 other guys into trying to help her escape fucking jail.
Unbelievable.
Wow, that is amazing. So she's caught, obviously.
Yeah.
She's also found with contraband, a cell phone as well.
Sure. Yeah.
So she's pretty
That's how
fucked
she-
here.
Yeah, that's how she planned it. Yeah.
Yeah, how else are you going to plan it? Now, Tyler's mom, Sharon Clay, this woman just wants to. I feel bad for her because, A, she was in a relationship with the father, from what we understand, or what's been told allegedly about him. But she is a single mom at this point who's working hard to support her kids. She liquidates her 401k, sells her house, ends up getting divorced from her husband, who's mad at her for all this. And basically goes into debt for the rest of her life to pay for his legal defense.
To defend Tyler.
Everything she can. 401k gone. Credit cards maxed out. Anything she sold her house. I mean,
Worked her whole life to be
Yeah.
in this position, and she gave it all away for defense of this.
to try to help her son, which is what a good mom. You know
Very
what I mean?
admirable, yeah, but holy shit.
So during Tyler's trial, his attorney is a guy named Jim Wade, Waide, who is referred to as a legendary North Mississippi criminal defense lawyer.
Yeah.
A friend of Tyler's family said he has the reputation for being a bear, just going after it. I knew that if anybody in North Mississippi was going to give Tyler his best chance, it would be Jim Wade.
Yeah, I do love the South when they say shit like that.
Yeah,
He has
he's a
a
bear.
reputation of being a bear?
For being
Just
a bear.
getting after
For
it?
being a hairy gay man. A big hairy man who has some jizz in his fur.
He gets after it.
He gets after it, boy, I'll tell you
Friday,
what.
Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
Pins him down and just
Tyler's-
melts him dry.
Tyler's best chance for sex with a hairy man is Jim Wade. We found out. So the prosecution, their main thing is, look, we have a videotape confession.
Yeah.
And they on purpose didn't videotape him recanting it because then that could have been brought in for
That
the
looks
defense.
bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So all they have for a videotape is him saying, I did it, and nothing else that they can
God.
see. And also they have some scientific evidence that they're going to present.
Yeah.
Okay, so they bring up Deputy James Lindsay. He described removing Sharon, his mother, from the room at the sheriff's direction and telling Tyler that Christy had blamed him.
Mm-hmm.
Then bringing Christy in for what he called a 20-second private talk with Tyler. This deputy testified that Tyler then waived his rights again on video and said he wanted to tell the truth. Wow. Also, the deputy Tommy Whitfield, he testifies that, this is crazy, Sharon, Tyler's mother, quote, continuously interfered with the interrogation. He's 13.
She just wanted to be present. Yeah.
She should be in the, never mind knocking on the door, what's going on? She should be in the room saying, don't fucking answer that. That's what she should do. She's essentially his attorney at that point. That's crazy.
13-year-old just sit there and tell you things.
Wow. And that he and Lindsay separated her because Tyler's initial story that Joey waved goodbye didn't match Christy's account that Joey was already dead when they went to the car. So that's why. That's why that he shouldn't have his rights, because they don't believe him.
Yeah.
We don't believe you. You have the right to all these rights unless we don't believe you. And then it's all out the window and it's dirty pool till the end. Wow. Then they bring in Dr. Stephen Hain. Now, I'm going to be careful about what I say, and I'm going to go by things because there's been lawsuits about this guy. Okay.
Oh?
He was, at the time, Mississippi's most prolific forensic pathologist. He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was the expert in the state. He performed about 1,500 autopsies a year in a state that had about 1,500 cases needing autopsy. He's the guy. Okay.
Ah, Jesus.
He's always the guy testifying.
Yeah.
Always for the prosecution, and never helps the defense what he says.
Never. Okay.
Never. In Tyler's trial, he testified that based on his analysis of the bullet's trajectory and the wound in Joey's head, he could determine that, this is fucking insane, 2 sets of hands had been on the gun when it was fired.
What?
He said he could determine by the trajectory of the bullet that 2 people pulled the trigger simultaneously.
How? Show me the... What? Show me the information. Does he say what information led him to that?
I don't, dude. This is like, this was like, I guess maybe if jurors like this was like when CSI was new, so like, oh, they do magical shit. They know everything. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's what it was or whatever. But 2 people pulled the triggers. He said it's just a trajectory from calculating the trajectory. I know that 2 fingers pulled the trigger.
1 finger's force is not strong enough to activate the primer that sends that bullet on its way.
Well, if it did, it would have been an inch to the left. See, it goes this way.
It would have.
You can tell the wiggle.
That's a technical term.
I call it the dual finger wiggle that it does.
It wiggle waggle.
It gives a little one of these, and it's just kind of off.
This one just went. Therefore, I know 2 fingers pulled.
It's a double finger thing. See, now there was too much force for that bullet to go any other way. See, now that's right.
What the fuck would he? How would he justify saying something as dumb as that?
The trajectory. Now on cross-examination, I know. I'm like, what the fuck?
How do you? I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, dude, I'm with you. So on cross-examination, the defense attorney must have been like salivating to get at this guy.
What school did you go to that taught you that?
Jesus. He said, well, I could not exclude one person completely now.
Right.
But, however, quote, I would favor that a second party would be involved in that the positioning of the weapon, it would be consistent with 2 people involved. I can't exclude one, but I think it would be less likely. I cannot imagine. Again, we've done this 676 times, and for every case we do, I read 40 cases. So I've read thousands, and I've never, ever, ever, ever heard of anybody saying this is a scientific thing.
That's a crazy thing to say out loud, right?
It seems
based
like
on trajectory, meaning the aiming of the weapon had to be 2 people. But if the way they're saying it was held,
makes no
one
sense.
guy can aim that gun he could hold it above his fucking head.
Anything, put it between his legs. Hey, fire went off there.
Hold it with his butt cheeks, for Christ's sake.
It's fucking great. The whole thing's crazy. It's insanity.
Silly thing to say.
Behind the back, hey, look at me, I'm fancy.
I didn't go to college. Maybe he's got some more information that he needs to tell us.
I'm not a scientist.
No.
But that's his explanation. There's no based on this, like a chart with numbers on it where you can calculate none of that. He just goes trajectory. It's 2 people.
It's obvious.
Okay. So they bring in Marcus Sullivan, who's a father of Tyler's friend. And he said that a phone call came on May 14th, 2003. Now that's the same day they were already in jail and all that.
Right.
That's when Tyler recanted his story. So he said, Tyler called the house, asked had I heard about Joey, and I said I had. There was a pause, and I asked him, did you do it? And he said, yes, sir.
Oh, boy.
Again, he's so polite. I'll say that.
Yeah,
So
that's what you're supposed to do.
The defense presents their case, and Tyler testifies. He's gotta. He's gotta, because they have everything is going against him, and they need to put his... Before he gets too old to look this cute, they need to put his ass up there before he starts growing a goatee and tell them how innocent he is.
Or gets a prison tattoo to fit in.
Yeah. So Tyler's going to testify, like we said, because honestly, he has to. So he's up on the stand.
Yeah.
And he is recanting his confession, obviously, saying none of that's true. And he gave the story we gave before. I was outside, and, she came out and told me to put a wallet in there. So on cross-examination, when asked by the prosecutor if he lied in his videotaped statement, he said, yes, sir, I did. And they said, and how did you lie? And he said, by saying I had something to do with the murder of Joey Fulgham. And they said, why did you lie? And he said, to protect my sister.
Okay.
There you go. So they questioned him then about the letters he and his sister tried to illegally pass back and forth at the jail.
Right.
And if she had tricked him to lie to protect her. And he said, this is Tyler, just because someone you care about does something to hurt you, that's no reason to love them any less. So they're like, well, why were you exchanging notes with her and shit after she forced you to confess to a murder you didn't commit?
Yeah.
What up with that? And that's his answer was, listen, I still loved her. She's still my sister.
Level of white trash. We stick together.
Man, well, I guess so. Yeah, or they hold grudges for no reason for 40 years.
Yeah, if you kill my hog, I'll fucking slaughter your whole family.
No, if your grandfather killed my grandfather's hog, that's not even you.
Yeah.
He said that Christy had admitted to him that she shot Joey, promised nothing would happen to him because he was only 13, begged him to take or share the blame so she could avoid the death penalty and maybe raise her children.
Right.
He said he was outside, he heard the pop, and only learned later what happened, though. So this is all kind of up in the air. Now, closing arguments, the DA, Patricia Favor, she tells the jury that Tyler was fully aware of and in control of the decisions he made. Fully aware. She said he knows right from wrong. What he did was wrong. That's all there is to it. Okay. The defense here, they argue the confession is false. It's a product of fear and manipulation by not only the police, but Christy also. And that the trial judge refused to admit Tyler's recantation. His later, when he came in,
Right.
they only let in the first one. They didn't let that in as evidence, which is kind of ridiculous, I think. Why is that more true than this? It's still him talking, so
Because it makes our
helps.
case better.
yeah, that's why the judge is not supposed. The judge is supposed to be neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the jury only heard the confession. They never heard Tyler say he lied. The defense in their closing said there's no fingerprint evidence linking Tyler to anything. They did not do any gunshot residue testing. There's no blood evidence linking Tyler to the scene. He said the entire case was a videotape.
Right.
And this pathologist's opinion about two people shooting someone based on a trajectory. So he said, that's really what you got.
Some wild statement.
Some wild scientific fucking, hypothesizing.
Yeah.
And a videotape made by a pressured 13-year-old.
Yep.
By both the cops and his sister. Mm-hmm. Okay. The jury deliberates for 6 hours.
None of them remember being 13.
No, so they're talking about it. I mean, 6 hours is a long time. Now, when the judge opened the verdict, the defense attorney, Jim Wade, said he saw something he'd never forget after watching that. He said, when the jury verdict was returned, I saw a smile on the judge's face when he looked at the verdict. It had been clear to me throughout the trial that he believed that Tyler was guilty and wanted him convicted.
I've never seen a judge smile.
No matter what, even in the Sarah fucking Boone case, the judge kept his mouth and,
they poker faced the shit out of that.
Even Lori Vallow, who broke this judge's balls nonstop for a whole fucking trial and insisted on representing herself, didn't know the law.
Yeah.
Even he didn't fucking give a shit away. This guy smiled, and he is found guilty of capital murder.
A 13-year-old is about to face the worst part of prison.
And so now they can't send him to the death penalty, no death penalty because he's so young. But the judge says to him here in sentencing, you 8th grader,
youngster,
you kid who's late for math class, may fuck off. Life with parole. He'll be eligible for parole at age 65.
What?
Yes.
42
50
years.
50.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. He's 14 years old at this point.
What is
this is insanity.
Yeah,
That's
he's
crazy.
certainly the one that did all this.
It's all him, man.
Holy.
So, this is Tyler on going to jail. He's a child. I mean, he's a fucking child. He says, quote, they pushed my mom out and they put me in handcuffs in a padded cell. There's no toilet, no bed, just a little hunch of concrete on the floor. The death penalty would be so much better than sitting here 24 hours a day for the rest of my life.
A 14-year-old said that.
Yep. Now, his mom, Sharon, on her first visit said, quote, I'll never forget. He was crying. When I went to leave, he was screaming, Mama, please don't leave me here. It was horrible. Yeah, imagine having to leave your kid there.
Like you're dropping off a fucking kindergartner to
Pick you up at 2.
Yeah, don't
Except
leave
I
me
won't
here.
be
I
here
don't
at
know
2.
these people.
I don't know these people. Oh, and there's people
boy.
trying to stab me also. That's also bad. So
There's no fruit cups. And They've all got shivs. This
it's all bad. Tyler is sent to Walnut Grove, which sounds pleasant.
It doesn't sound bad.
Sounds great, but it's actually America's worst juvenile prison.
Is that right?
Yes. From what I understand, this is a for-profit facility.
What?
I've read books about people going undercover as guards in for-profit facilities and I've also read books where they're state-run, not for-profit, and the difference is remarkable in this. And the state pays the same amount of money. That's the fucked up part. They pretty much pay the same amount of money. It's just everybody gets way less everything, services, medical care.
Yeah, and the state washes their hands of liability of everything. That's all it is.
Yeah, and they don't ever have any liability either. Well, they end up fucking up so much that they end up getting constant lawsuits against them because they put untrained guards that make barely any money in with these people. The one I read about in Louisiana, the guy was saying how people that were guards there were just waiting for a spot at Walmart to open up so they could quit. We've talked about this before. It's like
telling you, that Walmart is such a fun place.
It's a magnet, man. You got to go there.
Employment and video games? Come on, man.
That's all there is. So
it's a great day.
This is where they send him. It's the largest juvenile prison in the United States, a for-profit facility that houses kids as young as age 13 alongside inmates up to age 22.
Nice.
Which is, you don't want those people in the same fucking place. The guard to inmate ratio is 1 to 60. 60 inmates for every one guard. The recommended ratio is 10 to 1. 10 guards or 10 inmates to 1.
10 makes sense too. Yeah.
60. This is
you don't even have that in high school, man. It's 30 to 1, and
everyone's complaining about that because it's not good.
And most of those kids don't fucking break the law.
They're haven't been sentenced as fucking felons. So here's some specific areas of criticism from lawsuits, audits, court records, and Department of Justice investigations. Staff sexual misconduct and failure to protect. The DOJ called it, quote, among the worst that we have seen in any facility anywhere in the nation with respect to misconducts occurring at least monthly. Female staff, nurses, and officers engaged in intercourse, oral sex, exposure, and inappropriate touching. Molesting kids is what that is. Examples include a nurse continuing sex in a restroom while yelling at an interrupting officer. Hey,
get out!
I'm getting railed in here. Fuck off. I'm trying to commit crimes in this room with children.
Where's that news story? Why isn't that fucking front page?
You don't hear about
That's
this shit
crazy.
it's in a prison. I'm telling you. Also, a staff providing cell phones, money, and contraband to the inmates, which is how everything gets into every fucking jail. I think it gets in. No effective prevention, training, or reporting, despite felony laws for minors, or victim support. Staff also failed to report allegations to supervisors or authorities. If they walked in and saw a nurse fucking a kid, they just go, oh, my bad, I'll come back later.
Sorry to interrupt.
Wow. An excessive use of force by staff. They said a clear pattern of using force as a first resort rather than a last resort, violating constitutional standards. And like I said, these are all allegations, some of them proven, some not. This included beatings, kicks, stomps, chokes, drags, and slamming handcuffed or defenseless youth. Excessive pepper spray, entire cans emptied into cells for minor issues like bucking the food flap or slow compliance.
Like slamming it?
I guess. Whatever you're doing to a food flap isn't worthy of being fucking, a whole
Isn't
can
the
of
food
pepper
flap
spray
generally on the outside anyway?
Well, it's got to open. I guess so. I guess it would
know what I
open.
mean?
Yeah, they would give it inside. That way you could probably cut your wrist on it if it opened inside.
I guess you'd hammer it back at them? I don't know.
Maybe popping it open to talk to people. I'm not sure.
That's probably what bucking it is.
Yeah, probably.
Flipping it for making noise about something.
Yep. Reporting and investigations were inadequate or falsified, meaning boilerplate language, no injury photos, no medical reviews. You could be, dude, you could have the amount that has to be wrong with you for you to get medical care in a for-profit prison is they have to find you.
They got to find you
dead,
unresponsive.
pretty much. That's it. Yeah, you're not getting anything otherwise. Videos and youth interviews confirmed routine overuse of force. Only minimal discipline occurred despite 160 logged incidents, with many unreported. That was from December 2009 to November 2010. They had 160 logged incidents.
That's where this kid is spending 50 years.
Yep. Oh, failure.
Yeah.
52.
Until he's 22, and then they send him somewhere else, right?
To a worse place, probably. Right. A place with more dangerous people who are more experienced criminals.
Yeah.
Failure to protect from youth-on-youth violence and sexual assaults, deliberate indifference to serious risks with inadequate supervision, poor classification, and proliferation of weapons, shanks from light fixtures, etc., frequent stabbings, beatings, and gang-related assaults, 91 emergency transports for violence in 1 year.
1 year, 90 people.
91, including brain-damaging incidents, sexual assaults. At least 6 were criminally referred, involving
every 4 days.
Yep, involving shanks to the throat during rapes, knife point, fucking kid-on-kid rape here. Staff sometime enabled the attacks, unlocking cells for gang hits. That's an allegation, obviously, or ignored them due to low oversight. Gang activity was rampant. Also,
Child Oz.
Yeah. Wow.
Good Lord.
Inadequate mental health care and suicide prevention, deliberate indifference to serious needs with grossly insufficient staffing, which is basically, 0.08 psychiatrists and 1.25 psychologists for 1,200 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
No help.
No help.
It's just a quagmire of misbehavior that's not going to ever get fixed.
It's just a big fucking cesspool. They throw the kids in and collect their fucking dirty profits. Yep. That's all it is.
And let it get worse. We don't care.
That's my opinion anyway on for-profit prisons, because we
ugly.
Can't make a blanket statement like that without saying opinion and allegedly. But it's fucking gross. Let's just put it that way.
If these are the allegations and these are the reports coming out of these places, you gotta fix that.
You got to fix that. No crisis intervention, therapy, chronic care, or proper suicide protocols, erratic medication, long delays in evaluation, meaning months, poor monitoring, and misuse of isolation. Multiple suicides/attempts. One youth was found cold to the touch with rigor after a delayed response. Cold to the touch. You know how long that takes?
I don't know. I'm tough on crime.
Wow. Yep. That's the fucked up part. A politician could put a fucking commercial on going, when I put them away, they kill themselves. We don't even find them till they're cold. And
he'll get cold to the touch.
He'll get voted in for that.
Check.
That's insane. Staff lacked training. Self-harm was under-tracked. Inadequate medical care. Deliberate indifference to serious needs. Intake exams were incomplete, no proper equipment, youth standing in bare rooms, no full checks, sick call access delayed or blocked by staff, chronic conditions, e.g. high blood pressure, untreated. What, Jesus Christ, Mississippi, you got to watch what you're eating down there. You got teenagers with high blood pressure, for Christ's sake. Wow.
Well, sometimes high blood pressure isn't just diet, it's just environment and how your
stress
your body's
and all that,
responding to,
But also,
stress.
The life expectancy is like 18 years lower than the rest of the country there because they eat fried shit 24 hours a day.
And pour gravy on it.
And pour gravy on fried shit. Yeah, they fry the gravy too. You got to fry it's fried gravy right there. You know what that is?
It has a nice crust and then it oozes out.
That shit
it's like a gravy ball. It pops.
It sounds great. I'd love a gravy popper. Don't think I wouldn't. You know
if I was 16 and indestructible, I'm 45 and a mess.
Oh, I'm not eating that now. No. Jesus Christ, I'll stay up all night fucking counting my heartbeats if I ate that now. So,
like I'm too stoned going.
Yeah, except it's not just your mind playing tricks on you. It might actually be.
I might die.
I might die. Untreated medication errors and missed doses, no quality assurance or pediatric expertise, grievances universally cited, access failures, emergency spikes that went unanalyzed. Also, inadequate training and staffing and supervision. A 2005 state audit found a 60-to-1 guard-to-inmate ratio, or inmate-to-guard ratio, not the recommended 12 or 10-to-12-to-1, worsening with population growth and GEO takeover. I think that's the company.
Yeah.
Officers supervised 128 to 256 youth at once. Panic buttons failed, keys were missing, and areas like education and showers went unmonitored. So they don't have the people for this, the staff for this. You can't run a prison if you don't have enough fucking people or room for this shit.
No.
What is happening?
I don't know. It's, if you don't have the personnel, you don't have a prison.
You don't have
That's
a
just
prison.
the way it goes. I went to Jersey Mike's the other day, James. They didn't have bread. I said, you don't have a sandwich shop.
You don't
and
have
I
a
left.
place.
That's what it is. If you don't have the ingredients, you don't have the building.
You
don't
go to
have
McDonald's
the
and they
business.
say, we're out of beef. You go, all right, well, see you later. I guess that's a
you
wrap,
don't have,
huh?
You don't have a hamburger stand. What are you talking
don't.
about?
You don't have shit. Okay. They said that all that, panic buttons failed, everything like that. Inadequate training on force, misconduct, mental health, or juvenile needs, life safety systems sabotaged or broken. Also, gang affiliations among staff.
Yeah, gangsters running the place?
Yep. Deliberate indifference to staff gang ties, e.g. unit managers affiliated with gangs, which leads to favoritism, weapon provision, targeted assaults on non-affiliated youth, and conflicts of interest. Yeah, that's why they're saying they're letting people do things. Right. They're opening doors for gang hits, they said. They said the ethical failures and broader operational failures are they have for-profit incentives, basically. Operators, they're allegedly cutting corners on staff training and services to maximize profits from per diem payments, which are $14+ million a year from the state. Also underreporting and cover-ups. They said, a lot of shit is covered up. Corruption ties. The FBI, in their Operation Mississippi Hustle, exposed kickbacks in the MDOC private prison contracts, Mississippi Department of Corrections, private prison contracts, including Commissioner Chris Epps and others, though this post-dated peak juvenile critiques.
Yeah.
Also, high rate of injury, fights, assaults on staff, attempted suicides, many nonviolent offenders exposed to adult-like brutality.
Right.
This is ridiculous. In 2010, a Department of Justice investigation found systematic, egregious, and dangerous practices, finding that staff had sex with incarcerated youth, guards brutally beat inmates and used excessive pepper spraying as a first response, all the gang stuff.
Just terribly mismanaged.
A federal judge called it, quote, a cesspool of unconstitutional and inhuman acts. I think that sums it up in fucking 6 words, no?
Well, what do you do in that situation? How does a federal judge allow this shit to keep going?
That's what I mean. That company should be stripped of their. If this is true and that's what they find, then a company that has that found about them should have their ability to be a company that does this stripped away. They would close
Cease to exist.
Again, they would close your Jersey Mike's if it was in this bad of shape. They would fucking shut it down. If you walked in and there were stabbings by the bathroom and the meat had bugs crawling all over it and the staff was raping you, they'd probably shut the doors, right?
If you walk in and the sandwich guy says, "What up, blood?" They're probably not going to allow.
What up, blood? Get them pants off and then put a shank to your neck. I think they would close the fucking place down.
What's that you claim? Ain't that's not welcome to Jersey Mike's.
No, it's not. Can I get you one of our world famous subs? Wow. Tyler said, there are things that I saw and experienced that I don't think any child should ever have to experience. Yeah. His mom and his lawyer are not giving up, though.
That's good.
This is when she sells her house.
Sharon's just going to go bankrupt,
Yeah. She says she'll stay. She went into debt and she'll carry it for the rest of her life and she doesn't care. She said, Tyler's defense was pretty expensive, but I had liquidated everything I had and I'll be in debt for the rest of my life. It's about saving my child's life. And when you go to save your child's life, what's your child's life worth? What's your child's life worth?
That's a good question.
I guess your house.
I guess everything.
And his lawyer, because he keeps getting paid, never stops fighting. Motions for a new trial are denied by the circuit court and the state court of appeals. Tyler's case became the subject of a lot of public debate.
Yeah.
And also a lot of state lawmakers were talking about new laws because they felt the sentence was too harsh for a 13-year-old.
Right.
Now, 2006, Christie is going to be sentenced for her escape attempt. Remember that? This is
We
before
haven't
she goes
even
to trial.
sentenced her for
She hasn't even gone to
murder
trial yet.
Wow.
No. For the escape attempt, you, ma'am, may fuck off 4 years and extra years in prison, consecutive onto whatever she gets.
Right.
And then possessing contraband in prison, she gets 8 years for that.
Dang.
Longer than trying to escape, which seems insane, right? I think that's
Doesn't
backwards.
seem right. Yeah.
But that's consecutive also. So that's 12 years, and that'll be run consecutive to anything else that she gets.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense because without the contraband, the escape doesn't exist.
I suppose. Well, you could try to escape with it. People escape before cell phones all the time.
That particular contraband facilitated this. I don't know.
If I'm just sitting in my cell with a cell phone, that's 8 years. That seems
That's
like a lot.
the thing. If it doesn't couple up with an escape, then it
Exactly.
shouldn't be more. But I don't know.
And this isn't like an extra charge of contraband used in the furtherance. It's just
Right.
possessing contraband. So they just gave her the max, I feel like, is what it was, probably. I assume not everybody gets that for having a cell phone.
8 years is a long time. Yeah.
Christie, for her trial, the judge removes himself from presiding over the trial because he was the guy who did the Tyler case and said some really heavy-duty things, apparently, at the end of the trial.
Oh, really?
About, what a piece of shit he was and how Christie was also, basically, they were just a cabal of shit.
Yeah.
And so they were like, you can't have that guy oversee her trial. He already decided she's a piece of shit. Like, we can't do that. So he recused himself, which is good.
Yeah. He already judicially called her a piece of shit. Let's move
you've
on
been
to something.
adjudicated a shit pile. What do you expect? So her trial is going to be moved out of this county, a judge rules, because of all the publicity from Tyler's trial. The judge granted the change of venue after prosecutors didn't object either. Mm-hmm. They said that there would have been impossible to get a jury. So the prosecutors knew it too. Yeah. There's a list of 4 proposed counties that they can go to, whatever. Now, during her trial, here we go. Here is the evidence against her.
Yeah.
Okay. Fingerprint on a recently unscrewed security bulb.
Yeah.
That's bad. Missing wallet with $1,000 cash and the missing computer, supporting the robbery element of capital murder.
And $1,000, she blew it down there on the Gulf Coast. That's fucked up.
Yep. Blew her dead husband's money,
The
allegedly.
whole paycheck.
All of it. Pissed it away on her boyfriend. Insurance policies and her inquiries therein. Her father's testimony about a gun request and a Cadillac bribe.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend, Kyle's testimony about her having tons of cash while she's unemployed when they're in the Gulf. Her family testimony, or his family, Joey's, meaning Shannon, about the paycheck, Danny on the gun request. Yeah. Her own statements blaming Tyler for this murder, which he wouldn't have done that unless she put him up to it. And letters and circumstantial evidence tying her to the planning and cleanup. That one from Kyle about she's getting a bunch of money, and also the letter she wrote to Tyler in jail. So they have a lot on her.
How are you going to decide? She's going to plead, right?
Oh, by the way, death penalty on the table. No, we're going to trial. Going to trial, death penalty.
She may be a gal, but she got a hell of a set of balls.
She got a set of fucking collusions on this one, huh? Wow. Cousin Randy takes the stand. This is Tyler's cousin Randy. Remember the kid who said that there was guns and Tyler couldn't pull it back? And he told about the 2 caliber rifles, that there was only one after that.
Yeah.
And he said the older model, came up missing just about the time that Joey was killed. That gun was never found, is what Randy says.
Yeah.
So I think we know what the murder weapon was.
Yeah.
Now, the trial court permits the state to present evidence of a possible romantic relationship between Christie and Tyler.
Really?
We don't have proof of this or anything. I don't think Tyler said it happened. I don't know. Rumors and innuendo. I mean, she fucks everybody, so is that the thing? I mean, she fucks everybody else she knows. Yeah. That's not evidence. She failed to object. Her side failed to object to that at the time, by the way, also, which is interesting. They object later when they have a witness named Vanessa Davis come up and answer the state's questions regarding the relationship with her brother, a alleged romantic relationship. This Vanessa Davis said that Christy had come to her about a gun as well. Yeah. She said that Christy wanted to shoot a stray dog and asked her and request for her a gun for her to do it. Why does she want to shoot a stray dog?
She's diabolical, and that proves it there. I mean, you're just going to shoot a random-ass dog that walks by?
I don't even know this dog.
She'll kill anything.
Dude, I want to shoot this stray dog. Wow. So over a hearsay objection, Davis testified that about a month prior to Joey's death, Christy had complained about a stray dog and asked Davis for her grandmother's gun to shoot it. So they further objected later on when the state asked Davis how many times she had requested the gun. Yeah. It's overruled. Davis responds 3 times. Yeah. That dog is causing some trouble. Christie argues that the statements constituted inadmissible hearsay, and if inadmissible, that their probative value was outweighed, or if admissible, the probative value was outweighed by the prejudicial effect. Yeah. But they testified that Davis testified that Christy and Joey, quote, were supposed to be getting back together and working things out. And then the state asked, okay, but what did Christy tell you? And she said that, it wasn't going to work out, basically. So she said, it wasn't going to work out. Can I get your gun to shoot a stray dog?
Yeah. Well, what about your relationship? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
This dog has got to die.
Wow. He's got to go. Now, during the closing arguments, the prosecution here says, talking about the light bulb fingerprints, says, quote, nothing I have heard has led me to believe that she was the kind of person who would expend the time or the effort it took to replace one of these security lights. The testimony I've heard over the past 2 days suggests that she would have waited for someone else like Joey or her brother to do it for her. So she wasn't just out changing light bulbs because they blew out. She would never touch them. Yeah. She wouldn't do that. Yeah, like she would tell someone else to do it. Then he says a quote from Christy. Quote, this is from that letter. I personally don't like to struggle. I would do anything to ensure that I don't ever have to struggle. He said, those are Christy Fulgham's words, not mine. I told you yesterday that it was all about the money, and I think you can see that's what I meant. Then he goes on to quote her more, and it's in her handwriting. It's not even typed. It's in her handwriting. To struggle may be an inconvenience, but it's something that we all have to do, the prosecutor said. Christy Fulgham had to have someone provide for her, to take care of her. She would run off to see other men, live with them and live it up. And then when she had spent all of their money, she would come back. She always came back to Joe. She's like Sharon Stone in Casino, essentially.
Yeah.
She's up getting some old guy to do coke all weekend, and then she goes back home with Bobby D.
God damn it.
So, Clark reiterated a point that he had made earlier in the trial that in order for Christy to live off of her estranged husband, she had to live with him. He said to this defendant, Joey Fulgham's life was worth $305,000 of life insurance plus $1,000 cash. Then he goes back through the evidence that they had and been admitted and the testimony and everything else. And he said the crime must be considered a capital murder because Christy killed Joey while in the act of robbing him and his wallet of $1,000 in cash. Right. The defense attorney states in his closing that, that the prosecution's arguments they're trying to confuse the jury by claiming that Christy was trying to steal Joey's wallet when he was killed. Like that was the whole crux of this, is I'm going to steal your wallet. And he said no, so she shot him. He said that Mr. Clark mentioned repeatedly this case is all about money. Okay, let's go with that. What money? The money in the wallet? And then he said, why would Christy kill Joey over $1,000 in cash if she was already receiving cash payments from him and Ray Woods, her daughter Haley's father, for child support? Because she wants more. Right. That's why. It's not enough.
Because more money's more money.
He said that even if Christy Fulgham had killed her husband for his insurance money, that still wouldn't constitute capital murder, but the lesser charge of murder. Okay.
Sure, but she took $1,000 and the computer.
That's it.
And it was premeditated. She'd been doing this for a while.
She'd been asking to borrow, and then he goes on to say, if someone was planning a murder, do they go around saying, hey, can I borrow your gun? Hey, can I borrow your gun? That's the prosecution's stance. Well, no one said she was good at planning a murder. They just said she's doing it. People are terrible at murder. That's why we have 677 episodes of this, because they're not good at it.
Just because she's dumb as shit doesn't mean she's innocent.
It's fucking stupid. So the final statements by the prosecution now, they say greed. That's what this case is all about. It wasn't just about the insurance money. She didn't have to steal the wallet and the $1,000. But she just couldn't help herself. Her greed is why you are here. She couldn't leave without the $1,000. She can sit there and cry all she wants. But and this is a Southern woman saying it too. She can sit here and cry all she wants. You know that's how it sounds. But the bottom line is she killed her husband in his own bed in his own house while he slept. And then she went and spent every dime of his money. Yep, she spent
whole paycheck.
Everything. She spent all that money. And all along, her husband and the father of her kids, 2 of them anyway, that's my thing there, was laying dead in a pool of his own blood. She may have killed him for the insurance money, but she may have killed him for the insurance money, but she killed him for the money in his wallet as well. And that's why she's guilty of capital fucking murder. I added the fucking too. Okay. Verdict comes in here. 45 minutes of deliberation for this one.
Oh, that's fast.
That is how long it takes to fill the forms out.
They hate or love her.
Hate her or love her. She is found guilty of capital murder, obviously. Now, sentencing comes around. Death penalty, sitting there like a big fat meatball, just waiting. Okay, she calls 4 mitigation witnesses. A psychiatrist named Mark Webb, her mom, Carol, her longtime friend, Sarah Ferguson. Yeah, we both went. Isn't that somebody? That's the Duchess in the Epstein files.
Oh,
that's Prince Andrew's ex-wife.
Don't call her.
That's Prince Andrew's ex-wife.
She sucks.
Remember when we were kids, the only thing we knew about her was they would always show, like on the National Enquirer or whatever, the tabloids, there'd be black bar pictures of her topless on a French beach. And they're like, I don't want to see her.
We should have known, right?
What are we doing?
They were redacting her titties for years.
Titties redacted. Not for legal reasons. They just weren't very good. So
they're just British.
They're just British.
Just British royalty titties.
Yep. No good. No good. Covered in freckles. So they also a licensed social worker, Adrian Dorsey Kidd. Okay. Now, Webb testified, he's the psychiatrist, that he performed a psychiatric assessment of her inside the county jail. Okay. He said that Christie suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and panic disorder with dependent personality traits.
Okay.
He said that he based his opinion on information from her, namely that she was raped by her biological father when she was 11. One of her stepfathers was an alcoholic who abused her mother, and that one of her mother's boyfriends had neglected her. Okay. Mom testified, Carol Morgan. She said that Christie's biological father was absent during her infancy and that he never paid child support, and testified about their frequent moves and that she was married and divorced several times, in addition to having various male friends whom she and Christie had lived with throughout her formative years, and that 2 of her husbands were abusive alcoholics.
Rotating door of bad men.
Just bad people. Her friend, Sarah Ferguson, testifies that Christie often came over to her house as a teenager because Christie's stepfather was, quote, scary and mean.
Oh?
She also introduced various pictures of Christie's children and testified that Christie was a good mother and her children were important to her. Finally, the social worker. The state objected to her testimony, saying she's a licensed social worker. She's not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist, and I don't believe, and everything she would be testifying to would be hearsay, and I'd like to object to any testimony that she has at this time.
All right.
So they're saying she's just going to say what Christie told her, and she's not a psychiatrist or psychologist to do that, so that would be just any other normal person doing hearsay at that point.
Just another friend.
The court overrules the objection.
Okay.
So they called her and questioned her in regards to her qualifications as a licensed social worker. When Christie said that when they tried to have her be an expert in the field of social work, the state asked the court whether she was being accepted strictly in the area of social work and not psychiatry or psychology. And the court said yes, and the state said, okay, no objection to social work. And she was accepted as an expert in the field of social work.
All right.
She said she'd been hired to complete an intensive social history of Christy, which had involved reviewing documents, interviewing numerous people, and having 3 meetings with Christy.
Sure.
The state then objected when the social worker was asked, Miss Kidd, did you reach any conclusions or make any observations in completing your intensive social history? The state argued that she is not authorized to give opinions in the areas set forth in her report. She's a social worker, not a psychiatrist.
Sure.
The court sustained the objection and allowed Christy to make an offer of proof outside the presence of the jury. So this turned into a get the jury out, sidebar. In her proffer, she testified, this social worker, to 4 observations that she made, which was the lack of parental bonding, substance abuse by her mom and her stepfathers, lack of a biological father's input. Did you need to put it like that?
Jesus Christ.
Does that why? Why every time do they say the worst word? Why? Why every time we do this do they say the worst?
After a
fucking way to
woman's
put
been
anything?
raped. Well, I mean,
Allegedly.
We don't have any evidence of it. We just have her claims, but still, those claims had already been laid out and made.
Yeah. Father's input is what we're doing?
Can't say that.
Wow. And that, of course, the love for her children.
Yeah.
The court ruled that her testimony was not such a high degree of expertise and skill that it was outside the knowledge of a layperson, and that the jury could arrive at these conclusions based on evidence already admitted. So they allowed her to that was all outside the jury.
Yeah.
So they allowed this social worker to introduce into evidence drawings, cards, and letters made by Christy's children. That's pretty much what she testified to. So this goes to the jury. In Mississippi, the jury is the only people that can pronounce a death sentence. So it goes to the jury. They deliberate for 58 minutes.
Okay.
It's not very long.
Are they deciding how they want to do it?
It takes longer to figure out what you're having for dinner most nights. This is wild. And they say, you, ma'am, I'll get the gavel for you, ma'am, may fuck off. Death by lethal injection.
Yeah.
She got the death penalty.
And they don't want to do it like that's too easy. They
Yeah, they're like lethal injection.
Yeah.
She will be only one of 4 women on Mississippi's death row, by the way.
Wow.
So that's a nice little environment. They can do each other's hair. It could be very nice. It could be good. It could be, like a slumber party almost.
They'd rather tie her down and let Ole Miss trample her as they
marching
enter
band
the
go
field.
like Naked Gun and shit.
Like we only get to do that's not fair.
Over and
Somebody
over.
from the blind side to stomp on her.
That's what we need. How about that? Get Sandra Bullock too. Fuck it. 2007, Tyler appeals. Okay. Now, in letters to the court, his parents, Joey's parents, expressed how, the dead man obviously, how their death has affected them. Yeah. And they said, my hope is that God will keep Christy and Tyler in jail until they die of natural causes.
Jesus Christ, he's a babe.
That's what Joey's mom wrote. Ann Cash, I think she's the one who married the young guy. Okay, or young-looking guy. Defense attorney Jim Wade said several issues would be attacked on appeal, including that experts on false confessions were not allowed to testify. They excluded them, and that Tyler's mother was not present when he gave his confession, and that certain evidence was excluded during the trial. Okay, now the Mississippi Supreme Court said, quote, no physical evidence linked Edmonds to the crime.
Right.
Then said, we find Dr. Haynes, he's the guy who said trajectory means
double
2 people.
rifle guy.
We find Dr. Haynes' conclusion that 2 persons pulled the trigger simultaneously scientifically unfounded and unreliable.
Unbelievably ridiculous.
The court also ruled that the trial judge improperly excluded evidence of Christy's motives, her abuse allegations, her life insurance inquiry, her attempt to get a gun, and her statements about wanting Joey dead. None of those came in.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So they overturn his conviction.
Yeah.
They overturn it, and they order a new trial.
Oh.
Problem is, the court did not throw out his confession.
Okay.
That is still allowed to be brought into a second trial.
Sure.
They said, which is really the only evidence, is what the defense attorney said, and he will urge his client to do whatever. So the Supreme Court also cited discrepancies in testimony and throughout the conviction because they say Edmonds didn't get a fair trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say the state's theory of the two guns, they said, quote, they put on this doctor and let him say that from looking at the bullet hole, he could see that a likelihood that two people were holding the gun, which is totally ridiculous.
This is one of those two people, one trigger gunshots.
Dude, it could have been set up on a tripwire holding the fucking trigger and you wouldn't know it. You would have no idea based on trajectory whatsoever.
A hole's a hole, man.
Wow. The presiding judge writing for the Supreme Court said that the only evidence that was involved in the murder was Christie's allegations and a disputed confession. Right. This judge said Tyler had absolutely no motive to kill Joey other than to please Christie. Tyler had no expectation of financial gain from Joey's death.
Right.
Christie, on the other hand, had the means, the motive, and the opportunity to kill Joey. Yeah. He also said the trial judge erred by excluding the testimony of Danny Edmonds, Christie's father, who told law enforcement that she asked him for a pistol because she wanted Joey dead. Right. That wasn't allowed in his trial. That was only allowed in Christie's trial, which is silly. So they did not address the confession, though, other than to note that it was disputed. Judge Oliver Diaz wrote separately in the ruling that Circuit Court Judge James Kitchens Jr. erred when he allowed the confession.
Yeah.
He said the sheriff acted improperly and violated the state's Youth Court Act when he barred Edmonds' mother from the room before a 3-hour interrogation.
Right.
He writes, on the videotape, just as he finishes confessing, one can see Tyler's mother force herself into the interrogation room because she just popped in. They didn't even get her. She just said, how long are they going to keep my kid in there?
Yeah.
To find that her son had confessed to murder. In a heart-wrenching scene, Tyler tells his mother that he and Christie, quote, did it, all while sobbing, head in hands, unable to stand. And he says, unfortunately, this case provides a disheartening example of the double standard applied to expert testimony in criminal cases, meaning they took the prosecution's expert seriously, but not the defense.
How did that defense attorney, with how much fucking everything of Sharon's life that she gave him, how did he not say there's zero evidence that he did it? All you got is a stupid confession, and they allowed her to come in this room and talk to him before he said that.
No, they did. They did. That was their whole. That was their whole defense.
And the jury was like, fucking put him away.
The jury watched the video of him saying he did it. That's it. That's what they based it on. Well, that day when he came in, he said he did it. And then when he found out he's in trouble, now all of a sudden he didn't do it. That's how they look at it.
After a criminal came in, an adult criminal came in and told him what to say.
Fucking cuffs and shackles. Went to talk
told
to
him what to say.
Talk to a crazy. Now they say Tyler has a big decision to make.
Yeah.
They said that
he could plea?
Well, they're saying that he's still not even 18 yet at this point.
Yeah.
So they're saying that he's sitting down with his defense attorney in the coming weeks to prepare for a new trial.
Yeah.
They said that the most difficult choice will be likely to be whether to accept a possible plea deal or take his chances in court.
What do you do?
He's 17. He's been in the worst prison for 3 fucking years.
Yeah.
And he faces another 5 decades.
Now he's got face tattoos and shit to try to not get stabbed.
So the lawyer said there will be enormous pressure on Tyler to engage in some type of plea bargain as to avoid that life sentence, that mandatory life sentence.
No, don't do it, Tyler.
He worries about the ramifications of a teenager making such important decisions. Yeah. 17, you're going to, that's a poof.
That's a bummer too, because at 17, you look more menacing, especially 17 that's been in prison for 4 years.
You've been through puberty now.
Yeah.
That's all.
And he spent a fourth of his life in prison. Probably looks like dog shit. Probably has bad skin. He's going through puberty too. He's probably got acne. Jail.
Yeah, I don't
jail
think
acne. That's got to be way worse than public school acne.
There's no Clearasil in jail.
No,
Neutrogena ain't helping his ass out. So the defense attorney said, it's putting me in a very interesting dilemma. I do not believe at age 13 that Tyler was capable of making decisions like that. Didn't have the capacity to. But at the same time, there's no clear state law that says he doesn't make those decisions. So it's been a really interesting pickle. Now, what they do, though, is they free him on $75,000 bond coming up for the trial. since his
Okay.
shit was overturned and he's a fucking child. So they said, let's let him out. And he has nowhere to go. He's not a flight risk. They measure flight risk on, do you think that he'll show up again?
Yeah. An ability to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, capital murder, it's different, but it's also different because you have more motivation to run. But if you're 13 and you have nowhere to go, you're not going anywhere. Right. So reaction from the Fulgham family, Joey's parents, or Joey's brother said, we're living it all over again. Of course, I'll have to re-testify to finding my brother dead in bed. We don't want to relive this year after year. And they also believe that Tyler's confession recorded on videotape proves his guilt. They want him just to stay there.
They hate him.
They say he offers details that only the killer could know and that the attempt to throw out the confession will only lengthen their pain and suffering. Shannon's wife, Kim, said, you put your faith in the justice system and then it's all blown away. Okay. So, will the defense go to the Supreme Court to get the confession thrown out? The lawyer said that the U.S. Supreme Court rarely intervenes in such issues. He said he's handled 4 cases where the Supreme Court has stepped in to decide questionable circumstances. Yeah. He says this case has far stronger grounds for the court accepting than any of those other 4 that I've had accepted. So I do think there's a substantial chance they will hear it. They don't hear it. Oh, they reject the fact that they reject hearing it, basically. Yeah. So the confession stays.
Okay.
Here are some of the people in the community here piping up. Here is Katie Porter of
California?
of Loxley, Alabama.
Yeah.
She says an injustice needs to be corrected and this child needs to go home to his mother.
Now here's a whiteboard and let me show you a math equation that proves that.
She's an administrator for kidsincourt.net, which was calling for an end to prosecuting minors as adults.
All right.
And Tyler's great uncle, Kenneth Higginbottom of West Point, so I knew the Higginbothams were related to him in some way, says he thinks if his nephew had been an adult, he would have been treated differently. He said Tyler was just a scared 13-year-old kid. Why hold on to the confession of a scared 13-year-old? Right. Now, Tyler has offered a deal.
Oh, boy, what's the deal?
Plead guilty to manslaughter, and he could walk free in less than a year. He'll be out in less than a year if he pleads guilty to manslaughter.
What does that tell you, though? That tells you the prosecution. The prosecutor knows he's got fucking nothing.
No. And this is the West Memphis 3. Yeah. And this is all those where they make you do an Alford plea so you can get out so they can save some face and you can't file a lawsuit against them.
Fuck them.
That's why. It's mainly what it is. So the defense attorney says if he'd taken the manslaughter plea, he would have been out of jail in just a few months, whereas if he goes to trial and is convicted, he gets life in prison. So Tyler said, fuck you, take me to trial.
Atta boy.
I'm innocent and I'm going to prove it, he says.
I'm so scared.
I know. In Mississippi, Jesus Christ.
I'm terrified for this boy.
Bend over, take it in the ass, and walk out the door in a couple months, man, because this is fucking Mississippi. I mean, good Lord. 2008, Tyler's second trial.
Yeah.
Wade calls Christy to the stand. Now, this is strategic because they know she's going to take the fifth.
Yeah.
But they want to parade her in her prison her death row prison garb, shackles. That look at her. Look how much older she is. Look at her go up
bad
there.
Woman pleading the fifth.
They have to give the jury someone to blame.
Yeah.
And if she's not in the courtroom, then it's only on Tyler.
Give them their boogeyman.
Yep. She takes the oath and declares the fifth and says she'll take the fifth to every question. So even on death row, she won't say shit. But the jury gets to see her. Then they play the Montell video.
Oh.
That gets let in for the first time.
She looks like an asshole there. Look how much of an asshole she was before she murdered anybody.
Even not murdering, you still want to put her in jail, don't you? They said it was just evidence of who Christy was and the level of manipulation she was able to create, basically, and the affairs and the brazenness with which she just fucks over her husband and doesn't care. They call Danny, Dad, who testifies about the gun request and the Cadillac bribe. He wasn't allowed to testify in Tyler's first trial either. Then they call a pathologist, a new pathologist, who says that there is no scientific way to determine how many people pulled a trigger from a bullet wound, which Everybody sitting out there right now, you knew that, right? I mean, honestly.
Anyone that's ever fired a gun knows that.
If you're listening or watching a true crime podcast, this is outside of the bounds of anything you've ever heard before, I'm sure, correct? Tyler then testifies again. Okay. They say, Tyler, you were present in the courtroom when a statement you gave the police was shown to the jury. That's the confession. He says, yes, sir. They said, did you lie when you gave that statement? Yes, sir, I did. This sounded a lot like the first trial.
Yeah.
They said, and how did you lie? And he said, by saying I had something to do with the murder. Why did you lie? To protect my sister. Now, this time, rather than that being on cross, that was on direct. His lawyer asked him that shit. Get that shit out of the open so it doesn't look like the defense or the prosecution is pulling it out of him. Then on cross, they said there's only one person in this courtroom who's an admitted liar, and that's the person sitting over there between his two lawyers later on. Said his whole defense is, I'm a liar. That's his defense. I'm a liar. My confession wasn't true.
13-year-old liar.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Ask a 13-year-old how many times you jerked off this week. They'll lie to you.
If he says 0, lock him up.
He's lying. Lock him right up. He said, folks, someone who will lie to protect his sister will lie to protect himself. Okay. The defense closing said, is there any physical evidence? Is there anything other than this child's words? No, there isn't. Just this child's words. Think about that. This is a 13-year-old child. The prosecutor made a very emotional argument like he knows what happened. Well, he wasn't there, and he doesn't know what happened. But I know this. He said, one day we're all going to stand there before God, and we're going to give an account. If I were sitting on this jury, I'd a lot rather be up there telling God I voted that child not guilty than tell him I bore false witness against my neighbor. Okay.
Quote the Bible.
Usually it's the prosecution that does that, and it gets like brought up in appeal. I've never heard of the defense doing it before. That's a new one, but hey, you know what? Throw some shit at the wall. His whole strategy seemed to be flip the script.
Yeah, do what they were going to do and
exactly.
use it. Yeah, he fucking B-Rabbit 8-miled them.
Yep. So verdict here.
Yeah.
4 hours of deliberation.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And it comes in. Judge reads it. Found him not guilty.
Oh, he did it.
He's found not
He
fucking guilty.
goddamn beat Mississippi?
He beat Mississippi.
Wow.
Wow. Tyler later says, I can still hear the court clerk's voice in my head, as clear as day when she read the verdict and said not guilty.
Wow.
I can remember hearing that and then just wanting to get out of there. I just wanted to leave. That was probably the first time. No shit. I want to get out of jail.
As soon as they say it, you go, may I
prison.
leave now?
Are we good?
Not guilty. I'm going.
I'll sign whatever you need
Stop
to. But
me, bitch. I'm leaving.
On the way out, though, is where I'm signing it. Wow. He said, I just wanted to leave. That was the first time, probably the first time that I just absolutely because the whole weight of the world had just been lifted off of me.
Yeah.
Sharon, his mom, said, I've been relieved. I've been praying for this for almost 6 years. She's been paying for it, too. Paying and praying.
Yeah.
She said, and it's been torture, as I can
Well, the good
imagine.
news, Sharon, is whoever you sold your house to, it's not worth a goddamn thing.
Yeah, it's 2008. So she's like, hey, sold it right in the nick of time.
Hey!
I would have
the
lost
most
that
out of
all.
it.
I'd rather give it to a defense lawyer to get my son off than just lose it in the market.
Just give it back to the bank.
Because some dickheads were shorting stuff somewhere on Wall Street that I don't know about. Some hedge fund fucking
doing something that I don't
jackasses.
understand.
Yeah, jackasses made fucking billions of dollars off of this shit. Good, my son got out.
Yeah.
Fat cats there. So the defense attorney said, I told Tyler this morning, my life is coming to it. My life is coming close to its end, and his life is just beginning. So he has all the potential in the world. Now that this burden's lifted, there's no telling what this young man will accomplish. December 2008.
Yeah.
Christy writes Tyler a letter.
What?
Okay. This is Tyler's quote about it. Quote, there was a letter, and it was an apology letter.
Oh.
She didn't even say what she was sorry for. It literally said, I'm sorry for ... Well, you know what I'm sorry for. She didn't want to put it in writing.
Putting you
She still
through
got
all
appeal.
this shit that you didn't do.
And that just pissed me off. It made me so angry. Like, you wait 5.5 years, 2 trials later, now you want to say you're sorry?
Yeah.
I would say.
Gross.
2010, Christie appeals.
Really?
Yes. Now, okay, the court documents show that during the trial's sentencing phase, the bailiff left his Bible in the jury room. Why are you taking your Bible to work while you have a badge on? Why? Why do you have a Bible on you at work?
You left it where?
In the jury room.
Okay.
What?
So they
why is
thumbed
that
through
there?
it? Yeah, I don't know.
Put it in your locker, leave it in your
Yeah.
car. What is it, in your shirt pocket?
Stick
Get
it
the
up your
fuck
ass.
outta
I don't
here.
care
That is-
where you put it.
Your job is a law enforcement.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with this whatsoever. So anyway, when he returned for it, one of the jurors asked if the group could keep it. And then 15 minutes later, the jurors came back with a death sentence.
Oh, my
So-
God.
Yeah.
What, they all praised for forgiveness that they're about to kill somebody?
It says an eye for an eye right here. I read it. So, I mean, so the office, James Lappin with the Office of Capital Defense Counsel argued that the circuit judge did not individually question jurors about the presence of the Bible. He asked the jurors as a group if the presence of the Bible affected their decision, and they all said it didn't, but he didn't individually ask them.
Okay.
So, as we know, you have a much different response if you're asked something just you or in a group.
Yeah.
You might go with what the group says.
Sure.
So this lawyer went on to say, prejudice is presumed with the Holy Bible. We don't know the Bible was used. We don't know that that the Bible wasn't used. We can assume it was used. The Attorney General said what he did by questioning the jurors about whether they could render a fair verdict regardless of the presence of a Bible, so it doesn't matter because they said they would be fair. He said there's no evidence that it improperly influenced the jury. You don't check your morals at the door. You can certainly bring them in the jury room with you. Okay, but this isn't a biblical court. It's a court of law. So you want them to look at laws, not the Bible's laws. You don't know what these with 12 Mississippians are in a room with a Bible. They could be
that tells me
doing anything.
somebody in the room was like, if we're going to do it, we better fucking get right with the...
Yeah. Wow. They said a handful of death penalty cases have been overturned in the past 2 decades because the judges considered the Bible to be illegal outside reference material, meaning if somebody made a reference. So the judge questioned whether something so common in our society carries a presumption of prejudice. So, they do say that, well, you don't know what they read. The one lawyer said the Old Testament refers to an eye for an eye. The New Testament speaks of forgiveness. So who the fuck knows? Well, it depends on what part of the Bible they were into.
Right.
So the judge said that many courts have held there was a presumption of innocence or influence when external elements are brought into a jury room. But he said the only way to know what happened with the Bible was to ask the jury. He said, I think it's unlikely that if the Bible was asked for by a juror that it wasn't used. That's fair.
Yeah.
Questions about the Bible were among 38 possible errors cited by these defense attorneys. Prosecutors here, there's all sorts of different shit that we'll talk about here. They talk about that the lawyers argued that Joey had abused her and she suffered from PTSD and that, all that kind of shit. The Supreme Court heard arguments, issued a statement that Joey's family continues to suffer because of his death, so they get that too. The one lawyer said here that there are no winners when a wonderful, caring son and father like Joey Fulgham is taken away from his family at such a young age, all for an insurance policy and a paycheck, and it's even more difficult for a family to forgive when they have not been requested by those responsible to do so, meaning she didn't ask them to forgive her either. So she argued that that court erred permitting the state to present evidence of a romantic relationship between her and Tyler. However, they found that they did not object to it at the time. They didn't object to it till later on. They also said in the sentencing phase of a capital murder, the stakes are life and death. The defendant is permitted to introduce virtually any relevant and reliable evidence touching upon their background and character, meaning they should have let that social worker say everything she wanted.
Sure.
Her death sentence is thrown out.
Just remanded for resentencing?
Resentencing only.
Okay, fine.
Okay, no new trial. Now, she could still be sentenced to death again, just under different circumstances. But the Fulghams, at their request, the family's request, said, please don't do this. Because they have to have a big a jury thing.
Yeah.
So they have to come in, they have to testify, they have to cry about Joey, and so we can't do it again. We just went through. We've gone through 3 trials already.
But it's
all these
capital murder,
appeals.
so anything opposite would just be life without, right?
So as part of this, they offered her to be resentenced to life without parole. Now,
So
if
we
she
never
takes
have to deal with this ever again.
Exactly. And as part of the agreement, she signs an affidavit forfeiting all rights to future post-conviction relief.
No more appeals,
This is the
no more
Brian
anything.
Koberger deal that people were mad about, and it's like, gone.
Yeah, it's over.
Poof. Like
Yeah.
it never fucking happened. That's what it is. So,
Like a ninja smoke screen.
yeah, they said so the death penalty had to be handed out by a jury is why. And if the family doesn't want a jury trial, kind of their only thing. So you, ma'am, may fuck off life without parole.
Never see you again. Yeah.
Eat dicks. Now, Tyler's exoneration was one of several cases that exposed Dr. Stephen Haynes' testimony.
Yeah.
At least 3 other convictions relying on his opinions were overturned from this.
Oh.
Mississippi removed him from its list of approved pathologists.
How about that?
He sued the Innocence Project for defamation, claiming they damaged his reputation, and the case was settled out of court. That's why I'm just alleged. His testimony about 2 sets of hands was obviously the biggest load of shit I've ever heard.
That's
That's my opinion. Sorry. My non-scientific opinion is that's scientifically a load of shit is with that big steaming
I've
logs.
fired guns before, and that seems fucking stupid.
Very.
It seems it.
So what happened to Tyler here?
Yeah.
Tyler said, quote, "There's a part of me that believes the only reason she came back into my life was because she was planning. There's part of me that believes she knew what she was going to do and that maybe she got close to me just to use me as a scapegoat. There's part of me that honestly believes that."
Oh, that's
I don't
so
blame
fucked
him.
up. She may have gotten in touch with him in the first place
Yeah.
just to get him mixed up in this.
She seems fucking diabolical.
Yeah.
That she would, dude, the Montell, the other guy with the dog, it's,
And she uses everything at her disposal to manipulate everybody in her life.
any and everybody. Yeah,
She's an
absolutely.
asshole.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I mean, I get that she had a bad upbringing, but once you're an adult, your bad upbringing doesn't matter anymore.
You just
and now
got to
have
deal
not
with
be an
that every
asshole.
day. Yeah. That's your
now you have-
problem, not
Yeah.
everybody else's.
Now you have to make your kids not like that.
You're
That's
right.
your goal.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a bummer. I assure you. It sucks
it
every
sucks.
day.
It sucks, but that's life,
You
man.
got to deal with it.
So after his acquittal, Tyler tried to go home, but he said, quote, "I left Mississippi because I didn't know where else in Mississippi I could go where I could be anyone other than Tyler from the 5 o'clock news."
Everybody hated him.
They all know him. Yeah, this is a huge story. And a lot of people think he got off easy and they think he should have got the death penalty. I mean, that was a popular opinion down there. He
He's a
said,
35-year-old kid today.
fuck yeah, now he is. Yeah, he's 30, 36, 37 this year. He said, "I changed. This is what happened with my life and I needed to figure out who I was."
Yeah.
He graduated as an EMT from East Mississippi Community College.
Wow.
Look at that. He then moved to Arizona.
What?
Absolutely.
Let's be pals, Tyler.
We could have walked. He's not there anymore. We could have walked past Tyler several times and not even known it. He worked for the Department of Defense there.
Oh.
Then the next couple of things I'm going to read you sounds like Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you
find
already
the Mad
started
Lib
it pretty
words.
crazy with the DOD.
The DOD, yeah, but he moved to Arizona, worked for the DOD, whatever, that's fine. But then it gets weird. He was diagnosed with leg cancer.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I have never in my life heard of leg cancer. That seems really vague. Leg cancer. That's
calf, thigh.
Isn't that like a total Mad Lib? Like fucking, I have leg cancer. Okay. Then he returned to Mississippi to be near his family, and he went into remission from leg cancer.
Okay.
So that's great. I would hate to get out of prison and then die from leg cancer. That'd be the worst fucking thing ever.
Come back.
No. Okay. Not yet. Anyway, I don't know. He then opened up a tobacco shop. Again,
Brother,
leg
you've got
cancer
cancer.
tobacco shop. In Columbus, I believe, Mississippi or Georgia, one of the two, with backing from a local car dealer named Carl Hulk Hogan. I added the Hulk part, but Carl Hogan. Mm-hmm. There's a picture of him in the newspaper there standing in his tobacco shop in the Little Woods Shopping Center.
Yeah.
Then, after he realized that's a terrible business and you don't make any money, he moved to Florida and started. I could give you 1 trillion guesses, and you'd never guess the business he started at all.
Well, I know it's
so
not a
Mad Lib.
dispensary.
No, it's not, for sure. Nope. What do you think?
Is it a blueberry farm or a fucking cranberry field?
An embroidery business.
What? He's embroidered.
The most mad. I had leg cancer, so I moved and opened a tobacco shop, and then moved to Florida to have an embroidery business.
It's fucking wild.
It's wild. He's also an activist. He became an activist for juvenile justice reform. He should be the guy most asking for that.
Yeah.
Speaking at the Mississippi Public Defenders Association and advocating for laws requiring attorneys to be present whenever a minor is interrogated.
Right.
No child should be put in the room with 2 homicide detectives or 2 cops at all. They know what they're doing and they don't. That's not fair.
No child left behind with homicide investigators. Let's call it that.
Yeah, deputies, anything. Shit, with the cops. Children should not be allowed to legally speak to a police officer without an attorney present, period, Tyler says. I hear some people say without a parent or an attorney. It needs to be an attorney because even parents don't know how to navigate the system. No, they don't know.
My mom
The mother didn't know.
Yeah.
The mother didn't know not to go outside and leave him there. And she was trying her hardest, her damnedest to do the best for him. Tyler sought compensation under Mississippi's wrongful conviction law. The state refused, arguing his false confession constituted fabricating evidence.
I'd take that shit to the Supreme Court, right?
Well, a judge agreed with them, and he got nothing. So he appealed to the Mississippi Supreme Court, which in 2017, that late date, reversed the denial and sent the case back again.
How about
Tyler
that?
was eventually awarded $135,000.
I guess 40. What is that? About 40 grand a year. He should get way
About
more than
that.
that. A
He said
child in that fucking environment,
Dude.
Oh,
He said, this is the only opportunity that I have to stand up for myself today and say, you are wrong. This is what you did to me. And he said he wanted the money. He's not taking a dime of it. It's all for his mother.
yeah. Give mom
Said
that
he owes
fucking
her.
shit back. Yeah.
He said, considering that my mom literally gave up everything that she had, her life, her house, her husband, her financial security, getting the compensation from the state means everything to me. It's my opportunity to say, let me help you out in a way that I probably won't ever have the opportunity to do otherwise.
Yeah, and if you don't do it fast, Brett Favre's going to take it.
It's down there. Yeah. Who's the other one? There's another guy just involved in that shit too.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Brett Favre's the face
allegedly
of it.
Brett
Yeah,
Favre, by the
allegedly.
way, because he sues everybody.
Yeah.
So Christie's attorney then does an interview in 2014 and says, I still get contacted by people in New York and LA that want to do a documentary on that case. Luckily, the Supreme Court set aside her death sentence and sent her back for sentencing due to some defects in the sentencing phase of her capital murder. He said that death row cases involving women are always catching the public eye.
Yeah.
He said, I think that's why this Michelle Byram case, which we've done that case, by the way, gets a lot of interest. Christy Fulgham's case got a lot of interest. I believe that the statistic is somewhere around 70% of violent crimes that involve women involve a member of their immediate family as the victim.
Right.
Women don't kill strangers generally unless a boyfriend made them, like rob a liquor store or something.
Yeah. They kill husbands, babies, and
That's it.
And they cut babies out of women.
That's it. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Said whether it's a boyfriend, husband, stepfather, whatever. Death row cases are the most challenging for everybody. He said, I don't believe there is a fair way to have a death penalty in America. If a juror stands up and expresses that in no circumstances would they ever vote to give the death penalty, that person is excluded for cause off that jury. See, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
A jury of your peers means 12 people that have all different opinions.
Yeah.
You can't, a jury that only is willing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
A jury
have
that's
a couple-
only people that want to kill you or that are willing to kill you.
That's what I mean. That's fucking crazy. I mean,
Sway
have
that
somebody
person
in there.
that under no circumstances.
Exactly. That it's so horrible that they need
show
it.
that person
Yes,
that says under
that's what
no
I'm saying.
circumstances. Show them fucking crime scene photos and see
if
if they'll
you
find a
can't-
circumstance.
And if you can't, life in prison is fine.
That's pretty
what
good.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't need to grease the rails for the death penalty at all.
I don't
You
need
know what I'm saying?
bloodthirsty people on a jury
No,
either.
it's fucking crazy. He said, so the fact that the state gets those jurors struck for cause, but I have to use one of my 12 preemptory to get rid of the person who believes the death penalty is the appropriate remedy in every case, that's the inequality. And it is. That's not equal.
That's a great argument.
He said, and I don't know how to fix that. It's almost like he's a lawyer or something, this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
He knows the law.
didn't you go to law school about this, man?
Right? Oh, God. Joey's family here says they never got what they wanted, and that's the truth. Shannon says the only thing our families ever wanted to know was the truth. There's no way we can bring my brother back. Joey's dead and gone. We don't want to punish somebody else just to seek revenge. We just want to know the truth. Now, the Sheriff Brian, Bryan, in case you want to drop him a line, says the truth is the first statement.
Oh.
After all this, he said that's exactly consistent with everything that we found at the scene of this crime. Tyler told the truth and he got away with it. And look, I don't begrudge him that. Maybe he'll make a good life. Maybe he'll have a really happy life, and I hope he does. I'm just going to go ahead and call him a murderer while it's happening.
I don't begrudge him that.
I don't begrudge him.
For getting away with it.
In 2014, there was an episode of Blood Relatives, which this was the third season. I've never heard of this, and it went more than at least 3 seasons, called Southern Hell, with like Bell, Belle, but Helle.
Yeah.
Southern Hell. Oh, yeah. So there's that, directed by people and written by people I've never heard of. Excellent. Right. Christy currently is the MDoc inmate number 117337. And remains incarcerated, serving a life without parole, plus 4 years for attempted escape, plus 8 years for contraband.
Oh, she's got all that tacked on to the end of it.
Yep. She will fucking die in prison. Yeah. She's at the CMCF facility, whatever that is, and she's fucked. So there you go, everybody. There is Starkville, Mississippi, and a hell of a fucking wild story. That is twisted shit, my friends. That is... one of the weirdest things we've ever covered.
I don't even think he was in the house. I think he was. I think he was being honest when he said he heard the pop.
Yeah, I think he was in the car. That's it. Now, my only question is, though, how did she get the gun from his house where his cousin comes in?
Yeah.
I'm not positive that he didn't bring the gun.
Yeah.
But if she wouldn't have had to tell him, we're going to kill Joey. Right. She could have said, there's a stray dog I want to shoot. Yeah. And he would have went, all right, sure, I'll bring it.
And just brought it with him. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, that's my only question. But otherwise,
it's from his dad's house, right?
It's from, no, from his mom's house, I believe, because he lived with his mom. He didn't live with Dad. Danny refused to give
Right, that's right. Yeah.
So anyway, there you go. Figure it out on your own. I'm not sure. But let us know how you feel about it there.
Did he keep both of his legs or did he lose one?
Well, he's got his legs. It didn't say he lost a leg. It just said he had leg cancer and he was in remission. So there you go. If you like this, get on whatever app you're listening on. If you're not watching on Netflix, get on whatever app you're listening on. Give us 5 stars. It helps so fucking much. It really does. Helps drive us up the charts. So thank you to everyone who has done that and to everyone who will do that in the future. It helps. So do that. Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets for live shows, everybody. The shows are so fucking fun. I'm telling you. Everybody leaves happy with their faces hurting. It's a comedy show. There's crazy pictures and jokes within that. It's awesome stuff. We will be in Durham, North Carolina at the Carolina Theater. That's correct, right? Yes.
March 6th.
On March 6th and then March 7th at the Tabernacle in Atlanta. And then March 21st, that March 20th Phoenix show is sold out. But March 21st, we'll be doing Your Stupid Opinions at Stand Up Live in Phoenix. So get your tickets there. Shutupandgivememurder.com is where you do that. You should follow us on social media. We are at Small Town Murder on Instagram and at Small Town Pod on Facebook. Right. So do that. Hang out with us. Keep coming back and hanging out with us. Get yourself Patreon.
Hey!
My God, what are you waiting for? Patreon.com/CrimeInSports, just like the name of that show that you should check out that we all also do, that you don't have to be a fan of sports to like. So do that, patreon.com/CrimeInSports. That's where you get all the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above, you're going to get everything that we put out, including hundreds of back episodes immediately upon subscription, new ones every other week, One Crime in Sports, One Small Town Murder. You get it all.
Everything.
This week for Crime and Sports, we're going to talk about dead cyclists. And this is just a bunch of stories of cyclists being just fucking butchered, just ran over, mauled, and butchered by larger things while they by competition. It's crazy. And then for Small Town Murder, Kurt Cobain's death. Did he kill himself? Was he murdered? Who did it? If he is, we'll talk all about it because I've kept up with this for a long time and there's some new stuff going on right now with it. That's patreon.com/CrimeInSports. And you get all the shows we put out. Crime and Sports, Your Stupid Opinions, and Small Town Murder, all ad-free with your Patreon as well. We cannot thank you enough for all that you do for us. You want to follow us on social media, shutupandgivememurder.com has the drop-down menus that'll take you to there, to tickets, to anything that you need. Keep coming back and seeing us week after week. And until next week, everybody, it's been our pleasure.
Bye.
Hey, everybody, listening to Small Town Murder out there.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you out there. I'm here with Jimmy, too. And
Hey.
this is an ad, but not an ad for a product. This is an ad
This is
for
the best
tour
kind.
dates. Yes,
Yeah.
come see a live show, the 2026 tour.
Yeah.
All the tickets are for sale right now, starting out with February 21st in Nashville, March 6th in Durham, March 7th in Atlanta. Phoenix is sold out. We do have tickets, though, to Your Stupid Opinions on the 21st of March. Salt Lake City sold out. Denver has tickets. Be there on May 2nd. May 29th, Buffalo sold out. Royal Oak, Michigan, May 30th. We have September 18th, Milwaukee, September 19th, Minneapolis, October the 3rd in Dallas, October 16th in San Jose, October 17th in Sacramento, November 13th in Terrytown, November 14th in Boston. Come see us. The live shows are spectacular. Come join all of the other STM people. You're going to meet so many people. You're going to have fun.
Make some new
laugh
friends.
like crazy and make some new friends. Come out and see us. Shutupandgivememurder.com is where you go for those tickets. Get them right now while they're hot.
See you on the road.